Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Grudge Heatwave 2025.
at you. It's pretty good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Sorry, I apologize. Not other episode. Welcome to the motherfucking heat wave, people. Welcome to the heat wave. Gamer Grudge Heat Wave 2025. We had a heat wave last year, which I was a part of. I was fighting in. Hello, Elfie. How's it going? Thank you for showing up. Hello, Elfie. I was like, oh, it's been a while since we've seen you. But hello. Welcome. So, we are back with the heat wave, people. I hope y'all enjoy yourself. We are finally here with the heat wave after a long delay. Bullshit, whatever happened. We're here. We're here with the heat wave, aka the Gamer Grudge Championship, aka GF1 SummerSlam. School year is almost over. Yay! Alright, guys. So, here we go, people. Before we start, we got to introduce the crew. Here's the person you know. You know her. You love her. She's really the right-hand man to the show. Mist.
Twitter, fix your messages.
Thank you. She's speaking for all of us, because that's plenty. Next, we have a person who also fought on the show, but now we have him as our another mod on the show. He's modding the show. He's here. He's having fun. He's here to have fun. You're here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and he's all out of bubble gum. Mr. Razor Rob.
Yes, we're all out of bubble gum. But hey, it is time to judge.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Gurge.
Well, we could do that too.
Oh my God. Well, Trink is not here. She probably want to say Gurge. Gurge.
I see it too.
I know, but she's like.
Oh yeah, she's the one who says it first.
She says it every time. But anyway.
Gotta love Trink though.
Yeah, we love Trink. here. And hey Scott, how's it going? So before we get now that we got all the staff here, let's get to the victims of the show that we're literally just gonna these two guys. I have beaten both of these gentlemen. I beat both of these gentlemen in my retirement tour, and now they're here in the championship. Starting off with the one person, he is the co-host. He's the current co-host of Black Film Talk. He is the Sonic fanboy next to Eric, which we got to have a Sonic fight because we need to figure out who will win between those two if he becomes champion, which is cool. Anyway, Loveless!
Haha, hello, what's up? Gotta go fast and all that good stuff. Gracious.
Exactly, gotta go fast. Last but certainly not least, he is the host of one of the co-hosts of a certain podcast. He's a co-host of a podcast. He is the man with the shades. He is the coolest guy possible. He is a man that he was now entering his second time in the finals matchup. He argued for Baldur's Gate 3 and won it over some bullshit. Mr. Bryce.
What's happening, everybody? We're going to take GF1 Studios tonight and make it GF fun, baby.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say we're going to take GF1 and not give it back.
We're going to make it GF fun.
I'm about to say, you're
How can we make GF fun?
You're not taking
You're going to find out tonight, right here live.
You're not taking my...
Now I'm curious.
You're not taking my baby.
I want to know how you make this fun. It's already fun. Come on, man.
Turn fun. Anyway,
Make it more fun.
Right.
More fun.
GF.
Gotta go fast.
Too fun. Too fun.
Yeah, the G in GF1 stands for fun.
That's right.
GF1 Too Fast, Too Fun?
Too fast, too fun.
Oh, there you go.
There we
Right.
go.
Yeah, fun.
Too fast, too funny.
Anyway, guys. Well, I usually just go over the rules, but let's just go over it briefly. You know the rules, don't you? Do we really gotta play the rules? Missed. What do you think?
You got to know the rules to play.
Might as well.
Yeah, play them.
Let's make them funner.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, make it more fun.
How? I'm just
Exactly.
gonna play the rules.
Yeah, everything's fun with rules. That way you can argue about them later.
All right, well, guys, here comes the rules, people. Rules and phases.
More rolls for the table, please.
All right,
Oh, you
here
said
are
rules.
the rules. The rules are there are 4 questions per round. The person with the point is awarded to the person with the best argument, not the best answer. If it was the best answer, then this wouldn't be a fair matchup. The fighter with the most points will win the entire fight. But if there is a tie, we will move to a PvP round. There are 5 phases in Gamer Grudge. First phase is the introduction phase, where you just state your answer. That's all. There's no answers, no nothing. Just give us your answer and move on. Phase 2 is the declaration round. This is where you argue your points for your answer. This is not attacking nobody else's answers. You are simply giving us your reasoning for your answer. And you get 3 minutes to do this. Phase 3 is the grudge round. This is where you tear down the argument, but keep it above the belt. But, this is where you literally just tear down the person's argument. Tell them that their answer is strictly bullshit. Phase 4 is the last minute question round, where we give you a last minute question, basically either to give you a rebuttal or we have a question set up for you. 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to give you a rebuttal, but we try, people. And phase 5 is cleanup and fact checking and the verdict of the round.
I literally
Yeah,
said, hey,
especially when a
urinal,
urinal
where's the
gets up and
cake?
walks out the room.
Hey, urinal, where's the fucking cake? That will be the joke to the urinal. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Beautiful.
Great way to
That's a good transition.
Great way to segue in. So if you're wondering, guys, what's going on, we're not gonna tell you. Just figure out what's going on. Help you sit rolling the crowd laughing out loud. We're not gonna tell you what exactly happened. Just use your imagination of what happened.
Matt wants to eat urinal cakes.
No, I'm glad they can't hear you since I heard you.
That's disgusting.
No, nobody eats urine cake. What the fuck?
It's disgusting.
Here
I'm
comes
sorry.
Scott's gonna say hashtag Matt. Here comes Scott. Hashtag Matt eats urinal cakes. We already know
you
that.
already-
What the fuck?
you
No!
already know
See
that,
there? Anyway.
Well, I guess your secret's out.
Yeah, whatever. Scott, do we have to bring up the stream last night? Thank you. Do we have to bring up the stream last night, Scott? I don't think we do.
Hashtag ew.
You said what, miss?
Elfie said hashtag ew.
Sorry. Gosh.
Alright, guys. We're not playing the montage this time because it was already a long time. Unless y'all want to play it.
Question 1.
Alright, question
There
1.
you go.
I was gonna say it's your show, man, but yeah, all right. Keep
Bring
moving.
it up. Bring it up.
Yeah, Miss said question 1. She went in and said question 1. Question 1. Alright.
All right.
Alright,
So we're not
question
doing it.
1. Let me go ahead and find my questions.
Give the people what they came for.
Do we
That's
have
what we've
images
been
or-
waiting for.
Do we have images or no?
We got images. I got them right here. Gamer Grudge, Heatwave. Question 1. So what's question 1, Mist?
Who is the best gun wielder / user in gaming?
Great. Alright, so we have this question ready for you guys. So question number 1. We're gonna start with Bryce. Bryce, what is your answer?
Mr. Max Payne himself.
Cool. Great. I love it. I love it right here. This is a great gift. I just want to give a chance to just look at the gift.
You, I love your gifts.
Yeah. Did you see it? Did you see it?
Beautiful.
Unfortunately.
All right, Levels, you're next.
I chose Nathan Drake from the Uncharted games.
There you go. He's not willing any guns.
He's doing his best.
Now he's looking terrific.
Are we doing the Leonardo DiCaprio thing?
I watched Rob play Max Payne. You're bringing up bad memories.
Well, yeah, I was playing it until my Xbox decides to not work anymore.
All right, gotcha. All right, so we got that, people. Going back to the fucking main hand. We're gonna put question number 1. Mist, you have the time, or do you want me to go to Rob?
I do. Give me a sec.
Okay. While she's getting the time, Rob, you know the deal.
Got it.
Whenever she says go, you may go.
All right.
Me first?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Let's start that over. Okay.
I thought
go.
he said Rob. That's why it threw me off.
Okay, he did say
I did say Rob.
Okay.
I did say Rob. That is correct. Fuck.
Okay. That's all I was like, wait, what? I got it.
Bryce,
All right, Max Payne.
Bryce.
Max Payne. Best gun wielder in gaming.
Okay, go. There.
Okay. Max Payne. Best gun wielder in gaming. Why? He's got, well, first of all, he's dual wielding. That's always awesome. But on top of that, we all know Max Payne from the bullet time precision, the slowing down of time to land your shots perfectly and create these cool action sequences like you were playing in a movie or something. Max Payne kind of broke the ground with that mechanic. This is one of the top reasons he's the best gun wielder in video gaming, because of his power to slow down time, put the bullet time precision in, giving him the massive edge, allowing him to dodge and perfectly time headshots. No, there's really no other character that uses it quite like he does, quite as well, as good, just balanced and fun and entertaining as he does. 3 games, a movie, you know what I mean? So, but the dual wielding, let's get into the dual wielding mastery. He can handle pistols and submachine guns from both hands while performing these acrobatic dives and the bullet's precision. He's able to keep moving while, or shooting while moving, making his combat style incredibly effective. He's just got a tactical combat mindset. Unlike many action heroes rely a lot more on brute force. Max Payne analyzes surroundings strategically. You can engage enemies using cover, flanking positions, surprise angles to dominate fights. And as a former NYPD detective turned vigilante, he's got a cool story. He's got the grit. He's got the experience. He's seen it all and survived the worst. His combat skills aren't just flashy, but they're the result of years of intense gun battles, giving him an edge that's more than just supernatural. Yeah, that's about,
About 45 seconds.
his story. I mean, just his backstory with the, the vengeance for his wife getting killed and everything that stems from that. Just the story of Max Payne is amazing. And a lot of the voice acting is really good as well. The cinematic kind of comic book style is really good, and they just all tie into the Alan Wake series. All the games that Remedy has made in the future after Max Payne have all tied in together. They're all kind of in the same world, same like universe, which really adds to the depth of the character as well. So it just makes for a very entertaining, action-packed game where you kind of
And
control the
stop.
action.
All right, cool. I looked towards Lovis and asked if he was next, if he wanted ready to go. I was wondering if he was ready.
I think I'm ready to go. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, well, cool. I looked towards him and I looked towards Miss and I said, "Hey, Miss, are you ready to get the time?"
You got 3 minutes on the clock. Go.
All right. So, typically when we talk about general history, the 1400s to the 1600s is generally known as the Renaissance period, a time for great enlightenment and being a jack of all trades, someone who could do everything at once, but also could do them exceptionally. And I believe that man is Nathan Drake. Now, out of all his feats, we're going to focus just slowly on his gunslinging abilities. His ability to take his guns and shoot things with them. I know, stunning. But he does present to be one of the best and most, I would say, the feats that he's been able to accomplish with, his guns, being able to first and foremost be able to wield almost any gun that he comes across almost exceptionally well, despite the fact that he wasn't as trained in like military tactics and all that. For the most part, he's a treasure hunter, right? So on top of that, and despite that and not having that kind of training, he's being able to pull off some insane stuff, like being able to shoot a turret while he's on a moving train at a helicopter and shoot the missiles that are coming at him. On top of that, being able to do, like, honestly, just that alone by itself would be able to do it. But he was able to defeat and destroy an armored truck that was chasing after him with just a single gun. Now, you can't say that doesn't take a tremendous amount of skill to pull off stuff like that. And I think the one thing that does help him beyond like just having a steady head, a head that says, you know what, you could die today, it's fine. The one thing that really elevates him is his wit. Being able to take all of these impossible challenges to be able to think on his feet and be able to always make it out by the skin of his teeth. And yeah, I mean, there's not a lot really to say outside of that. I mean, he's the GOAT. I don't know what to tell you. I yield my time.
Oh, okay, you have 30 seconds.
Hey, let's go.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, cool. All right, while Miss is getting the time ready.
Ready.
Damn it, I was gonna. we have Discount Indiana Jones versus
Discount Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Discount Indiana Jones versus Starsky, not Starsky and Hutch. Tanner and Hooch. Fucking Mark Wahlberg versus
Max Wahlberg.
no Mark Wahlberg.
Gosh.
Mark Wahlberg.
Don't hurt yourself, man. Please.
Oh yes, Mac. Don't hurt
Mark
yourself.
Wahlberg versus Tom
Now,
Holland.
shall I set a timer for you to get this joke out?
Mark Wahlberg versus
No,
Tom
shut up. I
Holland.
almost got it.
All right, tell them when to go. I'm done. You have 5 minutes. Make sure
5
you.
seconds.
I mean, I
All
can
right.
put it to
Wait,
5
wait.
seconds.
You have 5 minutes.
Back.
Make sure everything above the belt. You know the deal. We want to see blood. Blah blah blah. This.
5 minutes. Go.
Why is
Okay,
he such a punk that he has to use 2 guns?
that's because he has upgraded skill levels in gun handling.
Upgraded skill levels.
He's
to the point where he has
ambidextrous.
to use
He's
two guns
ambidextrous. What's he
whenever
gonna
he can use the job of one.
What's your
Like,
guy doing with his other hand? You'd be getting through the game a lot faster if he had a second gun. Look, this is why Nathan Drake and Max Payne, being compared, like Max Payne is better in
because
combat.
he can slow down time, aka
But also,
in order for him to get the headshot.
Nathan
That's
Drake
crazy.
is too reliant on cover-based shooting. It's like, okay, let me hide here, peek, pow, 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 strategically move around.
Oh, okay.
The actual gun wielding,
wanting to get hit by bullets. Are we really?
That's what I'm
that?
saying. The gun wielding is not on the same level as Max Payne because his style is very methodical, slow, strategic, whereas Max Payne can land shots more aggressively in a fluid combat style, diving through the air and still making full accuracy shots. He's able to
slows down time. Exactly.
Woo, he's fucking juking on you, but just bang, bang, bang. Whoo, like Neo. You know what I mean? Like, it's a Neo type of an effect. So I mean,
but beyond
we're talking about Neo. We're talking
like
about Max Payne versus
like
Nathan Drake.
His, like,
Nathan Drake, like the host said,
thing about
he's a discount Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones never even really used a gun much. He didn't want to use a gun. He wanted to use his whip.
Yeah,
but no, your guy would probably rather use it. Does he have a whip in his second hand instead of a second gun?
It handled the business.
You've got you got a whip and a gun. I've got two guns. I got two Uzis spraying up hotel rooms and buildings full of New York mobsters.
We're not talking about some guy.
We're not either. We're talking about a vigilante New York PD cop.
He has to cheat.
It's not cheating. It's a gift from all of his skill, all of his practice, all the things he's been through.
All the practice. And you're telling me my guy can match what he did with none of that training? Crazy.
You rely too much on cover shooting base. It's slow, it's boring. You have less weapon specialization.
Yeah, I get you.
Drake is skilled with a variety of firearms,
you make a good
but he's
point.
more like you said, a jack of all trades, whereas Max is a true gun combat specialist.
Just walk through the bullets. I would
dual wield efficiency, fires
but I'm a normal person.
Expert accuracy.
Go based off that. And I
handles shootouts,
taking out armies and people who aren't brain dead actually can shoot
Max
things.
Payne has the edge for sure. The true combat specialist, true gun specialist. He's skilled in everything.
Like we're talking about,
like you said, jack of all trades. Like you said, jack of all trades. I'm not even talking about time manipulation right now. I'm talking about weapon specialization. I'm talking about weapon specialization right now. You're more of a jack of all trades, like you said, whereas Max is a true gun combat specialist, effective in dual wielding, and with just handling shootouts on a better level, on a more fast and fluid level, clearing out way more enemies in less time. And it's all with guns. It's not with tools and gadgets.
I will give you that. That
maybe they'll grenade every once in a while.
Absolutely right. I mean, but the thing about it is that we're discounting the fact that because of that, his options are a lot more limited than someone like Nathan Drake, who, because he's a jack of all trades, has a variety of options, variety of ways to deal with any situation.
A lot of your combat actually, relies more on close quarters. If I'm understanding right, you're more of a athletic agile, but your combat focuses more on brawling and melee attacks when you get close. Whereas Max just never stops shooting.
Really,
Max Payne never stops shooting. You diving, rolling. It's just all while jumping, diving, even without the bullet time. He's more just all over it with more firepower.
I can't. It's like that doesn't. It's like the main thing about it is that I get it without the bullet time, sure, but like not even really all that much, because it shows that like you said yourself, it's a monumental, essential part of what helps makes Max Payne so unique compared to the other heroes.
Uncharted kind of prioritizes more story-driven action, where the shootouts are often scripted and designed.
So
rather
if
than
we put it into the context of the game
Max
itself,
Payne,
we can say that he is able to not only tell a great story, but also the fact that he's able to shoot and get his way out of pretty much any situation with literally just a gun. Again,
Max Payne feels more.
And stop. you
I agree,
talking,
man.
Mac?
I wish I could hear
Is
him.
anyone home?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had my mic muted. I just didn't look at it. Fuck. So, hopefully anybody got a question? This is a good fight. We saw some blood.
I think I have a question.
All right, let us hear it.
In your respective games, because I know that there's a series on both ends, but in your respective universes, what is the one moment where they use their gun that under normal circumstances would be absolutely impossible or difficult, but your guy did it? Or I guess simply put, what is the one scene or moment where their gun wielding impressed you the most?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Okay. Y'all was silent.
Yeah,
Let's not all answer at once.
yeah. I guess for me, I'm just gonna go with the first thing that comes to my mind, which was
Oh, I was muted.
Nathan Drake. It was gonna be when Nathan Drake took down that armored truck that was chasing after him with just basically a pistol. Like being able to do that just by itself was like, okay, yeah, no. If it was me, I would have tripped, I would have fell, I would have got ran over, then shot.
Okay, all right.
Okay, my bad. I was on mute before.
That's okay, man.
Oh my bad.
No, you're good. You were good. Or you finished?
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Like something that comes to mind the most was like the end of Max Payne 2, when it was just like this huge epic final battle, with just like building crashing in, just cinematic, just chaos everywhere, exploding rocks, epic shootouts, diving through the air in the motion time while dodging all the fire, just jumping through everything. It was just such an epic cinematic moment, and like the gunfight of it, the play of it, the actual final battle, just kind of perfectly blended everything together as far as the combat system goes and the story and how it all fit together. Max Payne final battle or Max Payne 2.
All right, cool.
Just good combination of everything they had been building on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were doing sorry.
Yeah, that's the summation of it.
Oh, okay. So Mist, what you got for the facts?
Hold on.
Hmm?
Put your
Oh,
phone off
take-
screen. Okay, just to clarify, it does say Nathan Drake's main proficiency is with guns. He possesses a trained hand and is a very good marksman, skilled with handguns, semi-automatic rifles, shotguns, and even crossbows. So, while he is a jack of all trades, his main thing is guns. And honestly, everything Bryce said about Max Payne was pretty on par.
All right. Let's go to voting. I'm gonna throw somebody into the fire. Rob, who you thought won?
Honestly, I know Matt's Payne has his bullet time, and I think that's like the only thing that really can help him survive. But if you take away the bullet time, I mean, in real life, I don't know if he could survive. I would have to say I'll take Wallace on this.
Okay. Mist?
Okay, I had to think really hard about this one. Because I think you're both wrong. Because I'm surprised y'all didn't pick anybody from GTA
That too.
Yeah,
or Red Dead Redemption
that too.
Or Lara Croft.
or Laura Croft.
Lara Croft
Although,
is, yeah.
for some reason, guns don't come to mind when I think of her. But
She literally welds dude dual pistols.
no. I know that. I just think of her as a treasure hunter. So
yeah, I literally
weapons for
just-
some reason
I
just
get
don't
it.
come
I
to mind with her.
I get it.
Uh,
Yeah.
And see, when I throw Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto out there, and you, Bryce, mentioned bullet time, keep in mind, Red Dead Redemption also had that. So Max isn't special.
Nope.
And also, I asked that question because one of my most impressive gun wielding moments was in the first Red Dead Redemption when John, he went out like a G.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh yes.
But, and I think you know what I'm talking about. At the very end of his story, the whole FBI was right there, and he took out as many as he could using bullet time. He still lost, but he went out like a G.
Oh yeah. He went out like a G. He took some people with him.
Yes, he did.
It's true.
So when I think of all of that, and the fact that Nathan Drake is naturally proficient in gun wielding without the bullet time, I'm gonna agree with Rob on that one. He actually can do it without bullet time. So I'll go with Nathan.
Okay. Bryce, I'm sorry. I was going with Nathan Drake as well. If you take away that bullet time, I mean, I play both of these games. I play Max Payne. You to get when you go into that warehouse and you just go straight into that warehouse in Max Payne 1, you getting shot to hell. If you don't have that bullet time, you are fucked. They're gonna shoot the shit out of you. Like you got like 13, you got 2 guards, and it's not like 13 guards are after you. It's like 2 people are coming after you, and they just shooting the shit at you. You don't have that bullet time, you ain't doing shit. You gotta jump up there. And I admit the whole it's pretty cool, but Nathan Drake. I mean, I had like when I played the first Uncharted. You have like 15 motherfuckers on your ass, and you gotta literally hide behind a fucking box and shoot all 15 of the jokers. And Nathan Drake does it. And I mean, and there has been times where he literally runs out of bullets and he just picks shit up and finds a way to roll and shoot them. I mean, he finds a way to shoot every last one of them. And he ain't dealing with just normal people. He having people with rocket launchers, sniper rifles. He finds a way to shoot them all. So with that, I have to give it to Loveless. So Loveless, you get the point. Woo! So,
I do have a question for you, Bryce, though. Out of all the Rockstar characters, why didn't you choose Grand Theft Auto Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Red Dead Redemption seems like a good choice because of the Deadeye, but just the arsenal of guns, being that they're so kind of dated, I didn't think would make for a good argument. GTA would probably be a better choice of those ones, but none of the like storyline characters from GTA kind of really stood out as like somebody that I could argue for.
Trevor,
Trevor,
CJ.
Yeah, I mean they're all
Nico.
obviously like choosing between them. You know what I mean? It's like, and then what if he picked somebody else from GTA? Now we're just arguing Trevor over CJ,
fair.
or something. You know what I mean?
Like I will say straight up, I didn't choose Red Dead because I haven't played the games yet, so I wouldn't know anything going.
Fair.
Yeah,
That's
and
fair.
I mean, I've recently been playing Max Payne again, so it's just kind of in my head.
No, I get it. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Because Max Payne was a great choice. I was
Oh
swearing.
yeah, it's
Max
not
Payne
a
is a
bad
good
choice.
choice. Yeah.
But when you think Rockstar, I was like, oh right, Max Payne is Rockstar.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
totally forgot he's a Rockstar.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He is a rock.
All right, Rob, what they're saying in the chat?
Let's see. We got. Let's see. We got like. Oh, if you're saying like 5 seconds, I know what you done. Them from Talk Fast. Dang. He's be going through the game faster if I had a second gun. Max Payne do all that shit on drugs. Mac, which is true.
I purposely left that out because I'm like, that's just too easy.
Let's see, Jabba Chada defense that makes it more impressive. Mac is AOL, also lower auto. Mac obviously misspelled laws, so you know he was getting corrected on that. I said, what about Neo? You know, Max said F Neo. John Wick would, you know, mess him up. And, you know, Johnny
Mnemonic.
would also, you know,
Are
mess
there
them both
games
up.
for either of those though?
Michael Jackson and Smooth Criminal would be a good choice too.
Yeah, it would.
Even though this is a big old machine, but hey.
Hey, it counts though.
Hey, I liked Smooth Criminal.
I
That's
like
a
the
good
fact
movie.
that Loveless is laughing because I know exactly why she picked that.
And then, you know, Johnny White's room service Scott. Whoa. And then Laura got those guns throw, and she dual wield pistols too, which is true. She does. The Max Payne wears a suit. The other guy wears cargo shorts.
Fair. Actually, he wears. Actually, he dresses. Actually, he dresses like a detective. Yeah. No,
I mean, is it really a suit though? I mean,
I don't know. It seems like
It's
he
like
wears he doesn't watch that shit. All the bloods and brains and all.
it's like
that
a
shit.
detective suit, isn't it?
Yeah. He don't cleans that shit.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a stereotypical what you expect a detective to dress like.
Yeah.
He gotta smell like mildew and ass and blood and whatever.
It's
all
so
of this.
It
is nasty.
Budweiser.
Exactly, like Budweiser and weed and you know, just he smells like Chicago.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
I mean,
And I'm not even from Chicago.
I mean, look. I'm not trying to make fun of Chicago. I'm just saying that's what the game is based on, correct? Chicago, I guess. Am I wrong? Or New York?
I thought
New
it was
York.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was New York.
Okay, sorry, Chicago. It smells like New York.
So it's those Devo said it's not cool to tuck your gun into the pocket of your cargo shorts.
That is true. But, which gun we're talking about? Ayo!
Well, we know it's only going to be one gun.
Yeah. Wait, you're hiding two guns. Alright, guys, and that's it. Before Miss tries to tell me to go next, let's go to the next damn question. Damn it. Wait, imagine being the guy who gets shot by the guy wearing yeah, that would be.
Gosh, that is gonna be embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
Oh.
Like, yeah. That is embarrassing as fuck. Alright, question number 2. Rob, what is question number 2?
Question number 2 is, hold on. What matchup that hasn't been done already would make a good death battle?
Alright, cool. This time we're gonna start with Loveless, then we're gonna go to Bryce. Alright, Bryce. Not Bryce, Loveless. What is your fucking answer?
I went with A, The Last Airbender Avatar versus Fujin from Mortal Kombat.
Alright, cool. I don't got a gift, so I just got 2 photos. Nothing new, nothing new.
I don't think you could find gifts.
Yeah, I couldn't find
These
one, so
pairings.
but I found side-by-side photos, so that's something. There you go. Alright.
Get the next one.
Y'all are killing me tonight. Thank you. Alright. Next we have Bryce.
I went with your boy Master Chief from Halo and your girl Samus from Metroid.
My boy is Mega Man, but okay. There you go. It's funny they have that ready because it's like they
Master Chief.
Master Chief. Master Chief. Yeah.
Master Chief.
Master Chief. We got it right there.
Dang, that looks good.
Yeah, it looked good. Yeah.
Okay, honestly, that looks like a real death.
Actually, here's a
Yeah,
funny
it
thing.
does.
Here's a funny thing. Here's a reason I did do some research and I forgot. They technically did a DB short on this, but
what?
they don't count it. We don't count those because
Okay, because I was gonna say I didn't find an actual episode.
yeah, it's like a little
Yeah,
short.
yeah,
They
it's like
do
one of
them
those
shorts.
shorts.
It's not the shorts. Here, and I just want to let everybody know this, and I'm gonna put this right here. We do not count the shorts because the shorts there's no
because
research.
there is no. I looked extensively. There are no episodes of these pairings.
Yeah, there is no official death battle of Samus and Chief. There has not, but there is a short. But the short doesn't count because you're not doing no research on it. There's no research.
Also, I think technically everybody who was picked has had an episode, but these pairings have
haven't
not
had
been
any
together.
episodes yet. No. Like,
In what?
Huh?
In what? An episode of what?
Death battle.
Death Battle.
Death battle.
Like Samus has like 3 on Death
Got
Battle.
you.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. I thought, I just thought the question was revolving like in a video game.
No, there's an actual
There's a
channel
show
called
Death
Death
Yeah.
Battle.
You've never seen
Gotcha.
Death Battle?
You've never seen
No.
Death Battle?
You,
Oh my God.
you need to see them.
see it.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
The
Oh,
earlier
yeah,
ones, the
that's
later
YouTube
ones, I
series.
think are bull.
Yeah.
The later ones are hit and miss.
Yeah,
Some
they
of them
are,
are bangers, but the earlier ones are
I'm mad
definitely
they
hitters.
did freaking what was it? SpongeBob versus like Aquaman.
I
I'm
love
mad
that.
at
And
That
I
was
loved it.
an
I
awesome,
loved
man.
it. I loved it because I thought
I
Aquaman
I
was gonna
liked
get
it.
his
I
ass
liked it
whooped.
because like they made it clear who was gonna win.
Yeah.
Just made-
Aquaman was
Better
getting
go
his
back.
ass whooped.
How can they do that? It's like, guys, come on.
SpongeBob
Now,
was
the
like,
one I did think that was funny was Saitama versus Popeye.
I
You
was
kidding me?
legit pissed about that episode. I thought Saitama had that. Like,
I
did
really
too.
did. I thought
I did
I
too.
thought
I
Saitama
totally
had this
did.
in the bag. I was like, he is literally one punch.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is in that spinach? he
Yeah,
eating?
what the fuck is in the footage? Like, how is gonna be the man that literally is known for just punching one guy and just punch him once? He don't get serious the whole series. Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed about Astro Boy and Mega Man. I call bullshit on that. Astro Boy should have got his ass whooped.
The spinach is actually a can of cocaine leaves.
That is
It probably is.
Probably is.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys. But yeah. So we know Death Battle's bullshit sometimes, but we.
The later ones. I think the earlier ones actually made more sense.
Early ones were good. The
Well,
later
some
ones
of
is
them.
bullshit.
Some
we
of them.
understand.
Some of them were also
They
kind of-
did make the Ninja Turtles versus Battletoads. That one was awesome.
That one was awesome.
Oh,
but I'm
yes.
still-
I remember that one.
Even though I am a Superman hater, I'm still a little pissed that Superman still keeps winning, which I feel like is bullshit because Goku is just better. But I'm really willing to.
The first one was good. The second Superman versus Goku was stupid.
Stupid. You already improved.
That was stupid. There was no point. It was just like, no, it still changes.
It
I was
still
like,
changes.
what's the point of
Yeah,
this video?
Goku got stronger. I'm like, okay, cool. We get it. Death Battle. We get it.
Well, I don't like the Goku ones because they can BS their way through Goku ones.
Yeah, they don't want to
Yeah.
admit that Ki is magic, and the magic does beat Superman, and they don't want to acknowledge that. But whatever.
Goku can read minds. You can't tell me that's not magic.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Magic.
oh, y'all
So
are
what we have learned from this
killing me.
question is Bryce needs to watch Death Battle.
He does. He does.
Dude,
There-
you
I-
did
But
it.
only the good ones.
I'll find a particular one
Oh,
for you,
fair
Bryce.
enough.
Don't worry, we'll get you a good one.
We should show him the what's it called? Was it Cloud versus Bayonetta?
No, that was Bayonetta
Uh,
versus. No, that
Bayonetta
was
versus-
no.
That was
That's
Bayonetta versus
actually
Dante.
No, that was Dante.
Dante versus
but it was
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta
That was a
versus
good
Dante.
one.
Yeah. It was Bayonetta
That was
versus
a good
Dante.
one,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Death Battle, so I don't even know why we're talking about these. We're drinking off these sons of bitches.
Well,
It's because they are actually pretty awesome.
They are. No, we appreciate. I love Death Battle. They're pretty cool, and I'm just sad Screw Attack had to go away, and they're just now Death Battle. But big fan of Pratt. Big fan of Baldwin and all the crew. everybody down there.
Oh,
Sean,
yes,
and all the crew,
Federer,
every last
Craig.
one of them.
No,
Big
I grew
fans
up.
of them. I love them. So yeah.
Remember, I'm a young buck. I literally grew up on Screw Attack.
Yeah, I love them. So yeah, we love it. So shout out to them.
Well, also, if you remember this show, there was also Celebrity Death Match on MTV,
Yes.
Yep.
which kind of started that.
Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, and
Funny show, very funny show, except
Very
for the
funny
later
show.
seasons.
Also, just want to let you know, before we get to this battle, Sega DeSancio and Chuck Norris are still fighting. So, help you said yes.
Anyway, question 2.
They're still fighting.
Yes.
So the deathmatch rules. All right, guys, let's get to the question. Loveless, you are first. Explain why your fight. I mean, Miss, you should have the time. So explain why.
Yeah, I've been at the time, but
Yeah,
I can talk
we're
about
sorry,
Dark Battle
guys.
and Celebrity Death Match.
Yeah, we're
But
sorry.
those two things are so much fun to
Yeah,
talk about.
we're sorry that we
Yes.
gloss over it. We're slobbing over this just show. We love this show. So, Miss, you got the time? You tell them when you're ready.
Go.
I'm gonna do my best for the intro. Hold on. Wind. There's not such a powerful element in the world that's able to tear buildings from their very foundations. And these two fighters got what it takes to control that very element and smack the mess out of them. Fujin, the god of wind from Mortal Kombat, and Aang, the last airbender and youngest airbending master. Duke it out. All right, I'm gonna quit that.
We got the skills.
But
They got the
But-
skills.
of course, these two are. It's needless to say that they are masters of wind. But beyond that, I believe that they are just a fantastic pair to go up against. That hasn't been done yet because of one, how they control the wind and what they do with their airbending abilities, which is different but also similar, and I'm interested to see how it play out. And two, because their philosophies and how they kind of come about is very similar. Like,
What's up?
Aang, is the last airbender. He's the avatar. He's supposed to bring balance
Yeah,
to the
that's
world.
fine. Just don't drink already.
And at the same time, it's also Fujin, who is the god of wind who was sworn to protect the Earth realm. Both ended up messing up, and both had to go on kind of a redemption arc of sorts to get strong in order to defeat the big bad. In Fujin's case, it was to help defeat Shinnok, the fallen elder god. In Aang's case, it was Lord Ozai, the Fire Lord. So that plus their wind abilities, both being strong, contentious people to go up against, just using only air, I think it would be a very interesting battle to see. And yeah, that's all I've got. Who won?
Still
Who's
got
next?
a-
Who decided?
You still got a minute.
I still got a minute? Holy crap. Okay, I thought I was running out of time, but here we go. Now I can actually go on. So, with Fujin, we know that he's able to create actual tornadoes. Like literally just spawn tornadoes that of course do gut. But what Aang excels in is mobility. He literally moves like the wind. His fighting style is all about evading. It's all about weaving and going through. So going against someone who's such a powerhouse like Fujin would be a great interplay about who would win in that case, speed or power. And then of course, there's the whole idea of trying to figure out, okay, well, can you take away Fujin's ability to win, because Aang can also take away people's ability to bend, but it
And
goes through
stop.
question all that.
All right, cool. All right, great. Rob, if you're reading the chat, I hope you're getting some laughs in there, because, somebody just put in a great answer.
I've been reading chat. It's some funny stuff.
Oh yeah. Get ready to read them later. Bryce. Can I call you
Yes. I'm here.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. All right, Mist.
Go.
Okay. So we're talking about Samus and Master Chief in an epic death match, epic death battle. These two going against each other would make for a great, uh, entertaining battle. Because of, well, for one, their advanced weaponry and armor. Obviously, we both know them for having these crazy suits of armor that can enable so many more abilities and speed and different types of things. They're both elite warriors equipped with state-of-the-art gear, combat gear. Samus has her power suit, arm cannon, various upgrades, um, and Master Chief has his nearly indestructible Mjolnir armor. Um, their fight would be brutal, heavy hitting. They're both good, fist fighting types, but also tactical and full of a lot of high tech destruction. We can expect, a big artillery of weapons and vehicles and just lots of explosions on high levels. Um, Very action oriented, epic action, military training. Chief, as a Spartan super soldier, is trained for war. Samus is the lone bounty hunter, uh, who has taken down, the deadliest threats across the galaxy. They're both hardened combats that rely on skill, strategy, and experience. And they're both, pretty equally matched. It would be a good matchup. It would be hard to tell just by saying the two names, like who would win. Um, the the epic sci-fi setting, a battle between Chief and Samus would take place in a high-tech battlefield, whether it's on an alien planet, a space station, or maybe even between both, or just a battlefield littered with wreckage. Their mobility, firepower, and adaptability would make every moment of the fight unpredictable, um, explosive, and intense. Um, just the wide range of weapons and the damage they can both sustain, their drive and their mental power, mental strength to keep pushing, to keep fighting, would lead into a very epic and probably long battle. Like I said, lots of explosions, lots of high impact combat, advanced technology. So it's really unpredictable, which makes for a great death
And
battle.
All right. Sorry, read the chat. Damn it, Miss. All right, I got one better. All right, so give me a second. All right, so 5 minutes on the clock, Mist. All right, so
yes.
we have two two army people in space versus two armed people versus two armed people versus each other versus two people who messes with fucking air versus each other. Which one will reign supreme? We have the skill. We got to figure out who has the skills, determination, and the weapons to win a death battle. Mist,
When the
Weapon
Fire Nation
combination.
attacked.
huh?
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Damn it, fucking shit. Okay, you beat me to it. All right, Miss. Tell me when to go.
Go.
Okay. The reason my choice would be a better one versus yours. It's the elemental versus technological combat. You're the two you picked, Ancient Aang and Fujin, both rely heavily on air-based abilities, or
Yeah.
abilities rather more magic than like actual fighting and combat. And so you would be more about energy manipulation, um, rather than just physical dominance. You know what I mean? And that's what I think makes for a better epic battle is that physical dominance on both sides of the contenders on my side.
So what I
The
can say that
advanced tech,
is,
guns, armor, explosives, everything just makes for a better, a more entertaining battle,
yeah, it's
full
like what
of
I can say to that is
unpredictability.
that yours will definitely have more spectacle. But the issue that it would be with that one is the fact that one, because of their armor, because their weapons are so vast, obviously you're gonna have to miss something, or something's not gonna do what it wants. On top of the fact that there's gonna be so much chaos and so much things happening at once that it may be hard to keep track. Well, with mine, it can be a lot more simpler to understand. It's just a little bit simpler because it's a basically an idea of like we're using the same thing, like we're using the same weapon, so to speak. We're just trying to see who can do this better. One focuses more on speed and being agile. Other one can just put out hard force behind it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Of
so
course, both
for with
they
yours,
are
I mean, you
also both
have
great combatants. On
we're
top of
looking
that,
at different
Fujin
combat
literally loves,
styles.
yeah,
Aang is really a pacifist at heart and avoids killing
yeah,
unless absolutely necessary.
yeah.
So that's just a
But
bad choice
Death
right off the
Battle.
gate.
But one thing
While
about
and
Death Battle, because I
Fujin is
know
using
you
wind-based
don't know
martial
about,
arts, he doesn't have the
I,
destructive force of maybe a
yeah.
different character like Raiden or
So
Scorpion
So
that
one,
might be able
the one
to
thing about Death
give
Battle
you a
is
little more
for
edge.
sure is that Eddie, they all have the desire to kill. That's basically any moral things they have about killing.
Your
That's gone in Death Battle
your
in order to
battle's
make it
going to be
work, kind
more
of thing.
based around um,
So it's
redirecting
going to be,
attacks, agility, and counterplay rather than
yeah.
just
So it's
outright
about more about
brutality and beating
intrigue.
ass.
So it's going to be more about the intrigue, which some of the more
Samus and
popular.
Chief are going to be aiming for pure
But like,
survival, taking
if
out
we think
each
about,
other
just as
with
an
heavy
example, one of
hot
the most
firepower.
popular death battles was like Solid Snake versus I forget his name. I forget his name. But the intrigue of that battle, there was no explosions. It was all about hand to hand intrigue. They're both stealth. Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell. I'm thinking, yeah, Splinter Cell.
You
But
got
like,
between
but the
Aang
whole
and
thing
Fujin,
about that is like it's very low key and it's about the intrigue about who can do this one particular thing better. Which
it's a well, I mean, it's a matchup imbalance. Aang and Fujin exist in different universes with different power scaling.
yeah, well, so does
Aang
Master
operates
Chief and
within the
Samus.
Avatar
Like,
world where bending
let's
is
not forget,
powerful but
Samus.
still grounded, whereas Fujin fights in Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat
let's
where
not
gods,
forget,
demons,
Samus has
and
been
reality
responsible for
breaking moves
destroying
are the
several
norm.
planets. I can't recall a game where a planet didn't blow up by the end, or some spaceship or something caused by her.
Your fight's just more based around strategy than actual combat, and the combat is what's going to sell the fight, not the let me outthink him. You know what I mean? People want to
Yeah, no,
see
no,
the
it's
combat, the
not
heads
just about
butting,
that because of
the
course
blood
there's going to be
spilling.
combat. Like, of course
Yes,
there's going
but
to be
it's
hand to
not going to
hand. Because
be
let's not forget,
good. It's
Aang
not going
is
to be
one of the
entertaining
youngest
combat.
martial arts masters. He's one of the youngest avatars, and airbending in their case is based on actual fighting moves. While Fujin, he has moves that has combat prowess based on real life Chinese
Airbending,
combat.
an
So on top of
airbending
their
battle
wind powers and all that, they're
on your
also going to
side
have hand-to-hand combat as well. And
on
of
your
course,
side, it might be visually stunning, but it's not going to carry the same brutality and high stakes combat as a fight between my two superhuman warriors in advanced armor.
okay.
It's
Really
essentially a
are we
war
literally
zone
about to say
duel on
Mortal
my end,
Kombat?
while
Mortal
yours is
Kombat's not
more
going to be
of an
brutal.
elemental dance. You know what
Like
I mean?
if Fujin wins, you think that
It's
thing's
just
not going to be brutal?
ooh,
Mortal Kombat?
hey. I mean, you got one guy from Mortal Kombat. Aang, it's just the airbending battles aren't going to make for good
Yeah.
combat.
Stop.
All right, anybody got a question? Yes, I love this question.
You're welcome.
Let's try to make things a little interesting. Let's take away all the weapons, all the powers, and just have a one-on-one fight.
Ooh, yeah, do what Death
Ooh.
Battle wouldn't do.
Would your character would it still be a good fight or not without any weapons?
I like that question.
Any powers, just fists and feet. That's it. And legs.
Yeah, I mean, for my two, it definitely would. I mean, they're both combat trained. You know what I mean? That's in their brain. Like, that's not a superpower. That's what they've been trained to do. They are, and they have the mental strength to, carry out their task no matter what, and to push through and to never give up.
Excuse me.
The strength is there.
Mine would absolutely. Sorry. Mine would absolutely be interesting if they didn't use any of the airbending powers, because even without them, like Aang has proven to be, someone who's really good with martial arts. And if there's one thing he can do really well, it's evading. It's getting in solid hits and evading and trying not to get hit as long as possible. While Fujin literally mastered a martial arts style, like in Mortal Kombat, especially in starting from Deadly Alliance and pretty much the 3D era game. Every character who was, in the game up to that point had a style of fighting that was based on an actual Chinese martial arts. So going against that versus someone who, also gives that kind of flair to it, where it's not just raw one fighting style against another, but it's like there's a bit of evading, there's a bit of trying to outmaneuver. Like, it would be reminiscent of like, a Jackie Chan or a Bruce Lee movie.
Okay.
Instead of two super soldiers like mine, trained to the core.
All raw, all day, one pillow, no baby.
Oh, thank
Oh my gosh.
You want no night night? You want no night night? Everybody go night night. Pillar's motherfucking muffin clap pep.
Now what, boss?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Does Mist have anything? Question wise?
Oh yeah. Facts. I'm sorry. I'm having so much fun with this question.
Oh. Facts. Okay. This one's gonna take a minute. So, because I had to look up everybody individually here. I mean, Samus and Chief are pretty their stuff is pretty straightforward. Fujin, he does know martial arts. And this says, as a god, so if you didn't know, Fujin is the wind god of Mortal Kombat. Fujin is one of the most powerful characters in the franchise. He's in complete control of all things related to wind and can use it for a variety of techniques such as levitating by manipulating the wind around him, allowing him to strike the opponent from a safe distance. He can also send miniature tornadoes at his opponents that spin them around several times and leave them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. So, he can do both. He can do stuff with or without wind, and so can Aang, because Aang is incredibly agile. Aang was extremely agile and quick even without bending, proven while forced to hide his bending abilities when masquerading as a Fire Nation student. He was able to defend himself without needing to resort to bending by simply dodging and avoiding attacks. So, Rob's question is valid. They both could do whatever they could in a death battle without their extra powers.
Okay, cool. Let's go with the votes. That's who you thought won? You there?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I have to think of it like like Death Battle. So, one of my biggest pet peeves with Death Battle is even within their respective character universes, I hate when they bring in like they what's it called? Not power factoring, but when
Power
a
scaling.
character when a character has an ability and they use it, it's almost like they use it to force a win versus just raw ability with that ability, if that makes sense. Uh, I've seen several death battles where it's like, yes, I know that character has that ability, but you manipulated it in this scenario so that they're god level with that ability. So I might have to give this one to Bryce because I actually can understand Chief and Samus using their abilities in a quote unquote normal way and it makes sense. Whereas you're literally talking about a wind god and another wind god, sort of.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go next. Mist. I'm actually we're like we're thinking the same. The thing about Bryce feels like a set for death battle where it just seems like a death battle where they're on even playing field, where literally anything can go. You could literally just say, "Oh, well, they don't have like even you can." One can argue, well, you got one person who literally is a strong Spartan who got strength versus a woman who literally has a tactical suit who can squinch down and who can literally bend her body in any way and literally needs that suit to do anything. But also without that suit, Samus can do some damage. She is strategy. She fought beings that are on par that with the Spartans. So it's not unusual to see. It's not crazy to not want to see this particular death battle because I don't even know who could win. You gotta win. There is a local, and I admit with this there is a factor of luck with these two. That is 100%. But damn it. But and that's true. But with Loveless, it feels like here's the issue I have with those two. The Avatar state is something that is bonkers, and it's really something that's very, very strong. But also as a bonus, you can also kill him in that. And they also going to say, well, he's in Avatar state, but he can die in Avatar state. They're going to bring that bullshit, just like we did with Korra versus Storm. Because they are, in fact, they did this before with Korra versus Storm. I'm surprised you didn't think of that. If you watch that, Bryce, you could have just said, it's just Korra versus Storm again. It's the same shit. It's the same scenario. And a lot of people were fits about the episode because it was like Korra should have won, but there was more evidence that Korra could have won over Storm, and this feels like the same thing because it feels like they're up in arms like, well, we gave you what we want, and you're never gonna have any fun with it because people are gonna argue with it. With Samus versus Master Chief, it seems like you have no question who won after they give the research. So I'm going with that particular one. I'm going with Master Chief versus Samus. That's my vote. Bryce, who you thought won?
Not Bryce.
Me.
Okay, sorry. Rob.
You're getting so confused though.
Rob. Who you thought won?
All right. So I'm kind of agreeing with both Mac and Mist on this one. As much as I'm kind of a big fan of martial arts, I just never was a whole Avatar fan. I mean, I've watched Avatar, but the whole wheel bending and in the water and all that stuff, and you have two characters who both does the same thing, and I don't really see a good battle out of that. Like, I don't see that happening in a death battle. I just won't find that type of battle interesting at all.
Because it already happened.
Yes, pretty much with what you had said with the whole lightning.
Yeah, core versus
Gimmick.
Storm. Yeah.
I could really see a great battle between Samus and Master Chief. I mean, they're both trained. They're both, even if they didn't have the weapons, I can really see a good battle. Just, one bopping one and then defense and block and all that stuff. So I have to give it to Bryce. I can see Chief and Samus in a great death battle, and it's something that I would watch more and enjoy more seeing that.
All right.
I'll also throw this out there. I get Aang is an airbender, but with Death Battle, they're gonna throw in the fact that he knows the other elements too.
Yeah, that too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the stuff where I'm not faulting Lovelace for that one. That is Death Battle. That's the stuff.
That's what
they
they're
would
they're
throw in
not
there.
gonna not bring up those, like, he knows all
Yeah,
elements.
because I was thinking like purely just air. Like this is
Yeah,
like before
if
it
this
starts
was-
spraying with water.
If
Because
this
when he first
was
comes out the iceberg, he's already a master of airbending. So I
yeah,
was just
if
thinking
this
about that.
now if this was Aang versus Aang in the beginning of Avatar Book 1 Aang versus then you got a different scenario. But they're
Yeah.
not gonna do that shit.
Exactly.
They're going all the way to the end of the story. End of story. Aang
That
versus,
is true. That is
they
true.
want him at his full strength. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna penny pinch.
And that's what I mean by they'll do that kind of BS
Yeah.
where it's like, I get, yes, that is true
Yeah.
what you're saying, but then they're going to be like, oh well, he could be a god if he wants to, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, now you're taking the fun out
Now
of
you're
it.
taking the fun
Yeah.
out of it. Yeah, they're
Exactly.
gonna do that,
That's
yeah.
why I was mentioning the
Yeah.
whole water
And then
all
I
that
did
stuff.
And then I did forget that no, he is a god. Like Fujin is a literal god. He can't die.
Yeah. He's
Like in mythologies, he tore himself apart with a
Well,
tornado, and he's
he
fine.
could die if Ed Boon wants him to die.
yeah. If
That's
he
the only
wants
way
to die,
he
yeah,
can
they
die.
can kill. Yeah,
Oh no, it's like
Because remember, everybody in Mortal Kombat has died once through
Yes.
some kind of BS.
that is true.
and he did kill
But it's like with
Deadpool
Fujin,
via bullshit.
He has like that Darius thing where he regenerates just at a very slower rate.
Let's not forget they killed Deadpool via bullshit. Via bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically
Yeah.
what we're saying is with Samus versus Master Chief,
It doesn't feel
the
fixed.
BS would be a lot
Yeah, it
less. Like,
doesn't
you
feel-
can't
that
pull
match
from
doesn't
stuff.
feel
You can
fixed.
pull
So it's
from
okay. What I'm hearing is that I should have did like Kendrick versus Drake. I should have just did
Yeah, if you did that, that would
Yes.
I would watch
Yeah.
that. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
mainly
Yes.
just because I wanna see Wiz and Boomstick talk about hip hop.
Yes,
I wanna
yes.
see them
They
talk
did-
about it.
They did what was it? The
Talk
Girl
about.
from
They told
Friday.
him he couldn't say the N word anymore. What's
Yeah.
the N word?
No, they did the girl who did Friday versus Justin Bieber.
Just the beater.
They did that. They did that. Yeah, you could have done that. That would have been cool.
See, I didn't think about that till like after because I was like, damn, that would have been good.
Honestly, I would
Would've
still
been.
watch. I would still watch Fujin versus Aang because I would still want to see what they would do with that.
Me too.
But
I already
if we're gonna go like for real death battle,
we already know who's gonna win.
when they were actually like going stat for stat, I would say Samus versus.
Yeah, they're
Master
doing
Yes.
this. Yeah, now that they're doing this whole strength and adding it up and telling us how they won the battle because people are mad about it. They're telling us how they won the battle, which I was like, now you're taking the fun out of it. And now people are still pissed because they're bringing up stuff that people didn't know. Like, well,
And now they're
technically
bringing up
they
stuff
did.
where they have to
Yeah.
redo the matches.
Yeah, it's like they had to
Either that, or
redo.
it's like they forget something was like, wait a minute, but you said he could use this. He didn't use that in the battle.
Which is why they did a redo of Doom Doom Slayer versus Master Chief, which is what they did. They redid it. So
Yeah, they did the same with like Link versus Cloud. They did a remake of that too.
which is I'm still
And Mario versus Sonic, which is BS.
look.
Yeah,
look,
that one shouldn't have happened.
yeah,
anyways.
look.
It should have. Yeah. That's
Look,
not even a failed
also,
match.
listen, Wes Boomstick, I hope you're listening. Look, you did Mega Man dirty, and I need you to get on that Astro Boy versus Mega Man. That's some bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you say. Astro Boy is nowhere near as strong as Mega Man. You went cartoon Mega Man. You didn't even do half the shit he did in the game. This is some bullshit, and I was pissed about that. I was literally calling
Listen, I
out
was
stuff.
the same way with the second
I
Mario
was
Bros.
pissed.
song.
I was
Like,
legit
not
saying.
accepted. You
I
didn't
was
even use
legit
this
saying
and
Mega
this. I was
Man
like, that's
beat.
bullshit.
No, I was pissed. I was like, Mega Man was beating up planet-busting robots. Dude, I literally was like, played Mega Man the Game Boy game. He was literally destroying a literal robot called Sunstar. He was destroying planets. He was an ancient robot that destroyed planets. Fuck them. I'm pissed about. I love it, but look, I love it, but I was pissed about that. Like, y'all need to really do that. But anyway, Mega Man can kick balls real hard at Astro Boy. That is true. He can get the Mega Ball at him. But anyway, Rob.
So to say, it started to say the chat is blowing up here, but so we got like the celebrity deathmatch rules. I'm old enough to remember when MTV was actually only playing music videos from Elfie. Mist was saying when it was Michael Jackson TV ? LOL. Elfie ha ha ha. Donen as well. And then Mist. I only know that because VH1 had a show series called I Love the 80s and 90s. Chewbacca. When was the villain in The Happening? Mist in 70s. Devin, another one with Marky Mark. Miss waits for Eminem to enter the chat.
Remember, we can't say Marky Mark without Eminem being right there.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. That is true. Devo is, what if they fought in space? Yeah. Elfie, Adam Curry was my fave. VJ. Mac was Chester Cheetah versus the Honey Bell from Golden Crisp.
I'm gonna go with Chester Cheetah versus Tony the Tiger.
No. I feel like you don't want you want a bear thing sounding like Bing Crosby literally beating the shit out of a Chester Cheetah. Give me that honey golden crisp.
I suggested the Michael Jackson's Bad versus the Weird Al in the fat suit death match.
That's a good one.
I would love to see that one.
Me too.
That would be really funny, I ain't gonna lie.
Miss says this needs to happen, and Elfie said that would be hilarious.
The Honey Nut Cheerios bee versus the bee from Bee Movie.
Oh.
We already had a B from B movie will win. It's a no-brainer.
Jabaki is Wu-Tang Tang versus Boomhangle?
King of the Hill, Boomhauer.
Boomhauer. Okay, I'm sorry. Mist and myself said LOL. And then Mist also said Beavis and Butthead versus Homo and Barney. I'm guessing Barney from the Systems, not Barney the dinosaur.
No.
Diva said, do they win? Two win guys just cancel each other out? Oh, if he said which Barney? Mist, Systems Barney, or Dinosaur Barney? Ha ha ha. G1F Studios says, oh gosh, Mayo Sukodo. Sorry, I butchered that.
No, it's okay.
Versus Rachel from Ninja Gaiden Big Boo Battle 2.
Yep.
Oh, my Shiranui.
Yeah, that's Big Blue Battle too. Yeah, because they did they did Orchid versus Ivy.
They also did Mai versus Chun-Li.
Which was bullshit. But it's okay.
Yeah. Chapaga said they just blow each other until they tire themselves out.
I like that one.
Oh, that one was good. This says LL Systems, Dinosaur Bonnie would just lose. Diva said, is the tornado guy still vulnerable to shit flying in tornado because of so that's a bad power? Myself said, I can't with this one, with the blowing one. Now, Chewbacca said, Bonnie and Baby Boop versus the Raptors from Jurassic Park. I'm sorry, but the Raptors would win.
No, that's not good.
But that's funny. Max said 5 Dan Ukapakis versus one gorilla. Miss who wins? Miss said Raptors win, brutal vitality. I agree with but Bonnie is a T-Rex, Chewbacca. Miss says what kind of depends on certain factors. I replied
That's related to the dead.
Yeah.
What factor? Dan sucks.
No, because there's a dark dad. Who is
he
strong.
trips and falls.
No, he doesn't. Remember, he has the same ability as Ryu and Kit
That is true.
in dark mode.
That is
So
true.
he's actually more proficient when he's in dark mode.
Fair.
Yeah. I replied to Chewbacca, who loves you, the Bonnie T-Rex thing. I mean, Bonnie loves you. It's like, how would he be a good pretender? But anyways, Chewbacca said a perfectionist T-Rex is a dead T-Rex. Elfie, I never thought about that. Chewbacca, a singing purple T-Rex, a.k.a. Bonnie. Chewbacca's like, yeah, it's kind of just me too, LOL. Max says Bonnie from the streets, though. Also said straight out of the mud. Missed, he is not from Sesame Street. The Muckets would F Bonnie up.
Well, what the hell am I listening to right now?
It's the chat. Telling you, chat's blowing up.
What again? What is
And Chewbacca said Bonnie's like them recovery addicts who used to come to your school and tell you not to do drugs. Max said, "Oh no, Big Bird is a drug addict. He thinks there are actually elephants talking to him." Oscar loves trash. Oh, the land. Bevo said General Junivisons versus Goro.
Okay.
I butchered that name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you got it right. I think Gara. Yeah, that would be a good one. General Grievous and
Yeah.
Goro. Yeah.
Miss says Cookie Monster versus Trevor from GTA 5.
Yeah, this one. Sorry.
They're
Miss.
both crackheads.
Cookie Monster would fuck him up.
I don't want to see that.
But
I
Cookie
want to
Monster
see
would-
that happen.
Cookie Monster would fuck him up. All he gotta do is just like hold Cookie though, and he will fuck her up.
Oh my gosh.
Where's the fucking cookies?
DTH Games, I came for heat. Was the heat? Scrubs. Also from the DTH Games, Mega Man can kick a ball really hard at Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Mac, there's a dude here in PA who thinks just like you. Are you a multiplier? Wait.
No, I'm not multiplying. No, I'm
Yeah,
not
multiplying.
No, sadly. You
There's
said
also a
there's-
woman here who looks like Easter Island status, so I might just be a radioactive zone. Might just be in a radioactive zone. And then Jabaka said, he's
Hallucinating.
yes.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That
Good
is
job, Rob.
awesome.
Good job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great job, man.
It's a lot to read.
All right, yeah, no, that's a lot. Yeah, the trap blew up. Yeah, so appreciate y'all talking. Don't worry, people. You want to continue talking? Get Rob. He's gonna talk. He'll literally read everything you got. We're reading it. All right.
He will be your voice,
He will be your voice.
the voice of the people.
If you talk
If you want to hear him say something, just type it in the
type
chat.
in the chat.
It'll-
Even if you put A
Yeah, so I'll probably read it just like that.
He's gonna read it. All right, don't be a dick. Don't do that. we know Chris is getting ready to type A.
If I type it, he has to say it, question mark.
Maybe.
Nice.
That's what we do in the Game Fixers. We read it, but don't do something crazy, okay? Don't go crazy, all right? We trust you. We got mods in the chat. All right, guys. Question number 3. Question number 3. Let's go ahead and go to question number 3. I'm gonna read this one. Question number 3. So, guys, we know that Loveless is a Sonic fan. So, we want to know what is the best Sonic game? We asked this question before. Um, this time, we're gonna start with Bryce because start with what was last time.
Best Sonic game, Sonic Mania
All right,
with an M.
Sonic Mania coming out starting 2017 on PS4, Xbox 360, and PC. Okay, Loveless, say
you.
Loveless.
I'm gonna love this. I chose Sonic Generations.
Sonic Generations! Old Sonic versus Sonic Adventures. A game that I'm streaming on GF1 Studios with Eric. Woo! Oh, by the way, I beat also I beat the level with Amy in it, so you can get off my back off that, okay, people? All right. But anyway, guys, there we go. Those are the answers. Let's go to GF1 name.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
I'm reading it. Of course, Scott would pick a puzzle game. All right. All
You
right.
chose Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine?
Yeah, I played it.
Hell yeah.
I have too.
Still haven't beaten it.
You haven't beaten it?
Same.
Neither have I. I used to play that a
Yeah, I
lot,
haven't
and
beaten it.
that AI cheats.
It does.
That motherfucker cheats after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know how
they
people
don't
can
even
do
let
it.
you breathe in that game.
Yeah,
No.
like you can't do nothing like man. All
It's
right.
almost like a
Like you
Dr.
blink
Mario
and you
and
just
crack.
lose.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It's
Dr.
like
Mario.
Dr.
on
Mario
acid.
on crack.
I wouldn't say crack. It's on acid. Like you literally.
Yeah, I think Dr. Mario was the better one,
Yeah,
but
Dr.
yeah,
Mario was
Mean Bean
least
Machine.
tolerable. But
You know what? Mean Bean Machine is like you get to level 3 and you just lose. You do not see the rest
You
of
know,
the
It's
game.
after you
it's
get
like
to the
he
when you get to like
immediately
the third
loses
level,
everything so
you just
fast.
lose.
Yeah.
Unless you just randomly put blocks or beans in your
You
bowl.
randomly put them and luck is on your side.
Yeah,
That's the
you're
way
like,
you
oh,
win.
Hope for the
yeah.
best.
Yeah, those AI gets crazy.
All right.
Crazy hard.
All right, Bryce, tell us why. All right, Mister, you ready?
Yes.
All right, Bryce, tell us why Sonic Mania is better than Super Sonic Racing.
Go.
All right, Sonic Mania, the best Sonic game ever. Sonic Mania is widely regarded as one of the best Sonic games ever made. Here's some very good reasons why. It perfectly recaptures the classic Sonic. It plays exactly like the best Genesis era Sonic games, 2, 3, and Knuckles, with smooth momentum-based platforming, pixel-perfect physics, and blistering speed, like we all want. It feels like a true sequel to those classics rather than just another modern entry. It has incredible level design, which we know from and love from Sonic games, but this one stands out even more. The game brilliantly revamps old stages like Green Hill, Chemical Plant, but also introduces fresh new zones like the Studiopolis and Press Garden. The mix of nostalgia and creative new mechanics makes every level exciting and unpredictable, so it doesn't feel like the same old Sonic, but it feels like the same old Sonic, the good parts of it, though, you're getting new content with it, though, as well. The stunning pixel art and animation doesn't just recreate the classic Sonic, it elevates it. It's vibrant, it's detailed, the sprite works great, the animations are fluid, it's modernized, aesthetics make it one of the most visually appealing Sonic games ever. It has an amazing soundtrack, which we always love to hear the Sonic music. It's a masterpiece in this one as well, blending Sonic sounds with fresh, energetic compositions that fit perfectly within the retro-inspired worlds. and it's just got replayability and extra content for multiple playable characters, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, to special bonus stages, and the Mania Plus expansion. The game offers ton of replay value, different paths, new abilities, competitive time trials, and it's a passion-driven development. Unlike past Sonic titles, built purely by Sega, Sonic Mania was crafted by hardcore Sonic fans turned developers, and it's a game made by fans for fans, ensuring it captures Sonic's essence better than most official releases. Even it's more than just a great Sonic game; it's a love letter to everything that made Sonic special. Expertly refined for both longtime fans and newcomers. It's proof that it's the best Sonic at its best. Sonic at its best, essentially, when it's embracing its roots. Yeah, and that's, those are all the points
And
about
time.
Sonic Mania.
Why did you present that like you were like in a board meeting?
I don't know. It might have been that.
I'm not
last joint I
complaining,
just
but it
smoked.
is like you were in a board meeting. Like, I'm gonna present this game, and y'all better buy it.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, you could just say you better buy this game or go fuck yourself. You could have said that.
I was like, by the end of this presentation, you will know.
Buy this game or go fuck yourself. You could have said that. That would have worked, and I would have bought your name.
I
but,
feel
yeah.
I feel like I'm a game dub, but they'll be trying to sell me on
want you
this
to buy it.
game.
I just
Buy
want you
this
to
shit,
buy it.
or else buy this game, or
Go
go
for it.
fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. Go fuck yourself. Buy this game.
No,
Ugh.
Yeah.
keep your money.
All right. Well, Loveless, can you feel the sunshine? Can you forget about the rain?
I do like that song.
It does
That
brighten
song
up
is
your day.
awesome.
Don't you feel that sometimes you need to go away?
Yeah.
Can you feel the sunshine?
Reach out for the good times, and it will come back someday.
Yeah, I know. Damn it. Too bad that game has some good music, but shit.
Then we can move on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Wrong damn
Got
game!
Moving on up to the east side. Sorry.
In a deluxe apartment! Well, we finally got a piece
The
of
bad thing about that theme song is you have to clap like you're in church. Like, you have to
Oh
clap.
yes.
Alright, alright, Loveless. Tell us why Sonic Generations is the best Sonic game.
All right.
And go.
All right.
The wrong
So
button.
first off,
Wait. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, damn it.
And go.
so first off, to make sure we're abundantly clear, I'm going to be talking about the original 2011 release, not the remake that came out recently. Well, not remake, more remaster with Shadow Generations added to. That's an entirely different game, recency bias. I want to focus in on just the original. So now that we got that out the way, one thing we should know is that first and foremost, this was made for Sonic's 20th anniversary. Sorry, give me just one moment.
It's okay. One moment. Anyway, while he's waiting,
Should I stop the clock?
pause it.
Yeah, sorry, I had like a text. I had to
It's
answer
okay,
something.
man.
But yeah, this was made for Sonic's 20th anniversary, which means at this point the Hedgehog has been speeding through our hearts for like 20 years. And given that the last anniversary game was colloquially known as Sonic 06, obviously they wanted to do something better, and I believe they absolutely delivered, because what they did with this game was to be a celebration of Sonic up to that point. So it would showcase games with Sonic 1, Sonic 2, 3 and Knuckles, Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Sonic 06, Unleashed, and Colors, as well as having references to every other game in the franchise. Like, just talking about the celebration aspect alone, it is literally a love letter. Like, the menus are like, you have menu songs from like Knuckles Chaotix, which is on like the Sega 32X, which is like obscure Sega thing. that I doubt most people who aren't in the know, like the mainstream. I doubt the. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you got Knuckles from that. Of course, you have like a remix of like the original Sega Saturn reveal trailer with Supersonic Racing, which is a song from Sonic R. On top of all the menu songs and everything that just comes in, and just the music itself is masterfully redone by some of the original composers of the games. On top of that, so you get the original 2D interpretation of say Green Hill Zone, everyone's favorite zone. Sorry. Um, there's the 2D version of it. And then, of course, you get a 3D aspect. Because one of the main gimmicks of this game is that you can play these stages either the classic 2D scrolling or the modern 3D boost style that had been accustomed by then. Not to be
And
confused with
stop.
the Adventure Time. Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, hi.
I'm glad you stopped me. I can go forever.
Oh, that's okay. So, guys, we're now down to question number 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Sonic the Hedgehog. We got Sonic Mania, with one of the greatest menu screens, and we got Sonic Generations, which literally lets you experience classic Sonic and modern Sonic. 2 great games, 2 great classics.
To be fair, yes, they actually are great bits.
So are y'all ready to be living in the city and knowing that you had to survive and you had to keep that dream alive? Everything is green, can't you see? Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Did that get you pumped?
You are my diamond. You are my diamond in the sky. Sir.
Let's go ahead and take over. Miss, wherever you're ready. Yes? Oh, sorry.
Okay, can we talk about how Sonic
good?
Mania that over like 2/3 of the stages are just copied from other stages and other games, and it's not a celebration.
Look,
It's not like with Sonic Generations where the point is literally to pull back from the past. They literally just stamped it and did it again. Doesn't help that they got
No.
the same guy who made the
It's
remakes for Sonic
definitely
1,
not.
2, and 3. Well,
It's
Sonic 1 and 2 for
definitely not
mobile and
just
CE.
a,
Do that.
a remake. It's got original content. It's got new areas, and it's got more replayability than your game. Your game, it's like when comparing these 2 games, you're using like the modern mechanics, trying to incorporate some new kind of system that really doesn't replicate the feeling that people are wanting from a Sonic game.
But
Whereas
when
in
we
my
talk
game,
about what people want from
they're
a Sonic game, it
expanding
becomes
on the
very
good
varied
stuff. They're
because of how
expanding
varied
the
Sonic
levels
is.
with new
Generations
mechanics,
is great because it speaks to
new
both sides of the
fluid
fandom.
physics-based
Well,
movement,
2
deep
of them
level
anyway.
design, and they just have a more creative level design.
It's like, no,
Generations
I
is
won't
largely a
like.
remix of existing levels from past games, where
No,
Mania
don't,
takes classic zones and
you literally
expands them with new
cannot say
mechanics,
that with.
layouts, and
You
they have
cannot
2
say that
new
with Generations
fresh zones.
because you're right.
On
The
they got in my game, like I
2/3
mentioned,
of the
Studio Office
game
and Press Garden.
is
It's 2
zones
new
that we
levels.
got from 20 plus years ago. At this point, over 25 years ago.
I've
And
got
at this
stronger
point,
replayability with like I said, multiple characters.
no, because
Generation
mine also has both replayability. Because on top of that,
your
it
level
allows you to
variety is
have
more
power. There's a
limited
power-up
since
system
it's a
that you can get
celebration of
to where you
past
can literally
stages
go
rather
through.
than a fresh experience.
Yeah.
Yours is a celebration of past stages rather than
Well,
is mine, but mine's a fresh experience.
Like, it's both a fresh experience in that because you get to experience these new stages in a new light. Like, keep in mind, up to this point, the only way you can play a Sonic Heroes level is to deal with some of the dog ass controls. Now you can actually play, see the fullest, perfect 1080p, like in this new high quality frame, be able to zip through that level and actually be able to enjoy what you see. On top of the fact, these levels are also highly explorative.
I mean,
They
our game
reuse
Sonic
things.
Mania is more of the pure Sonic feel. Like it's not trying to
like,
do this new camera flip mechanic, new gimmicky stuff.
but
Mania
because you
focuses
can't say that
on
because
classic Sonic
when
gameplay,
we talk
whereas
about the
Generation
flippy do
splits it
stuff,
between classic
we
and modern
talk
Sonic,
about that in the sense of
making it
like we
feel
assume
less focused
that
for people that want one style over the other. You can't,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
But the thing is that flip, the way the
Re-
camera flips is no different than the actual the segmented
You've got
part of
shorter
Sonic Mania.
campaign. You've got
You
shorter
have
campaign. You're
oh
lacking
yeah, Sonic Mania.
replayability. I've got,
Yeah, on top,
doesn't have the
but
same level of
it's like you can also
exploration,
say that
hidden
Generations
routes,
also has
multiple
Matrix
character play
replayability
styles
because on top of that you
as
have the
my game.
mission system. You have all the collectibles where you can collect all the old
This
concept
feels
art,
like my
the
game feels like
music,
a true
like the music by
like
itself. All of
sequel to
it
like
was
Sonic and
remade
Knuckles.
from
Like
the
it
ground
feels like
up.
a
But
true
you can also
continuation of that.
access the original. You can also access the original soundtracks itself. So you can
This
have the
is
new Green Hill version, or you can have the old
this
one.
is celebrating the old stuff, but also progressing it. Like feels like I said, it feels like a true sequel to Sonic and Knuckles. Yours is remix. It's a remix of the old levels. You got shorter campaigns, lacking replayability,
we cannot
lacking
say that when again
extra
like
characters.
Green Hill Act 1 is almost rip for rip what it was in the original
I mean, your
game.
scripted
And you can and you can say that for
modern Sonic
Generations because again it's supposed to be a celebration, it's supposed to bring those things together. But with something giving me a new experience, how is it that the first 4 levels are
you've
shit
got
that I've
more
done before?
scripted
And then
speed
as soon as I
sections.
get done with the and
You're not.
we're not gonna pretend like the tube section is not a scripted section. Going through the corkscrew is not a section that takes away power from you. The
I
TV
mean, but
section
you've
is
got these
spontaneous in
scripted speed moments,
Studio
automatic
Optimus.
movements that just like aren't
There is
really
a
about
whole
player
stage
skill. They're more
where you
about the
cannot go
spectacle of
fast. Act 1 of
showing
Mirage
off.
Saloon, you literally have to fly on a plane.
This
Takes
game
away
is just
speed from you.
more. There's more gameplay, replayability,
It's
fresh
like more
content,
gameplay stuff.
new
No, because you just said
levels,
that it was a shorter campaign.
new
So how can it
levels.
have more to
I
do
said you've
while
got a
also
shorter
being shorter?
campaign. You've got a shorter campaign.
Oh no,
My game has
because you have. I will
longer
admit,
campaign,
when
extra
it comes to the
replayability.
levels, that
All right, cool. Everybody, shut the fuck up. Cool.
okay, you don't have to be so mean.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's got to be mean.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, point the levels. All right. So anyway, all right. Anybody got a question?
I don't have anything on this
Favorite
one.
stage? Why?
Ooh, I was about to ask that. Yeah. What is the best stage? Yeah, favorite stage in each of your particular games,
And why?
and why?
Me?
Yep, Bryce, you first.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. I've always been, like big fan of the like the casino nights and stuff, the casino vibe type of where you get the pinball action, you got the cool music, the cool aesthetic of the background, just the whole vibe that that series of levels kind of gives you was always just like real cool, real chill, like real fun. Just the music was funky and it was nighttime. It felt like you're at the casino. Just you had like the slot machine type stuff and the high speed and it was just just the vibe of it. The whole especially the music though. The music was especially what hit me.
Gotcha. Loveless.
This is not timed, right?
Not really. Go ahead. As long as you don't
Okay.
go crazy like an hour or something, or 10 minutes.
Oh no, I ain't nobody gonna go for no.
Yeah.
I'll try not to go that long.
Yeah, try not to go at least 10 minutes. Like, yeah. We got to stop you, but yeah.
Oh yeah. It'll be short. I just want to make sure I can.
Yeah. It's not like a minute. You can keep going. Yeah.
Okay. So, My favorite level in Sonic Generations of all time is definitely Speed Highway, which is reminiscent of Sonic Adventure, one of my favorite Sonic games of all time.
Oh
Not necessarily the
yeah.
best, but one of my favorites. But anyway, Speed Highway Zone, particularly the Act 2 version, where you're playing as Modern Sonic boosted through. Because one, they keep the openness of the adventure levels in that there's so many freaking paths that you can go on. Like literally from the beginning, when you boost off, you can literally jump off and jump onto the helicopter. I didn't know you could even do that, but you can do that. On top of you could just take a big old leap or just go through. The sense of speed in that level alone is so incredible. They definitely bridged over that scene where you're running down the building and the police cars are chasing you. They replicated that to a just perfection. And then adding a like garage level after that where you have to do these crazy drifts, like drifting through traffic, using the rockets to go to new areas, sliding. It introduces the idea of the what do you call it? The light speed dash, where you dash through a trail of rings. And on top of that, the music is perfectly replicated pretty well. I don't like it as much because they don't overemphasize the bass like they do in the original, but it's still really good. And of course, those bass lines, like it makes up for it because they have these bass solo lines. I can go on. I can literally go on, but it's the best. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Oh yeah! Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm reminiscent about that. That's the best opening. I'm sorry. Best opening.
No, that is the best.
That is the best opening. Him getting out there that gun helicopter was awesome. I gotta give it to him. I remember I got that from my Dreamcast and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. I love this.
I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know he was the coolest person.
I didn't know. That's when Sonic became cool as hell. I was like, oh god, Sonic is cool. Okay. All right. Miss.
Gotcha.
Running around with the speed of sound.
Okay, so while Sonic Generations does have less levels, if I recall, because it's been a minute since I played the original Generations, don't each zones have 2?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Each zone
Yes.
has 2 acts, and on top of that, you have to do in order to get to because after every 3 zones is a boss. In order to get
Boss,
the boss,
yes.
you
So
have to
it
also
basically
get
acts as
keys.
a. It
So,
basically
you have to
Sonic.
get keys by doing extra missions.
It's basically
I
Sonic.
think it's about the same.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yeah.
give or take a couple of levels. I think it's about the same.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that.
No, it's like-
Bryce was
Well,
talking
I
about.
only did that because I played both of these games and I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I played both of these
It
games too.
seemed about the same feeling wise.
Yeah.
It's about the same length, but Mania does have more. It does have more levels, though just shorter. Because it's only 2
Right.
acts and then a boss. While Generations is 2 acts, but then you have like 5 missions for each act.
Right.
Which is like their
Right.
own little mini stage. So it's like
Yes.
so you have that times 9. Well, times 18.
Yeah. So again, it's irrelevant, but I was kind of like, wait, it felt about the same when I played them.
Yeah. Go
Can
ahead.
you tell that I like Sonic?
Oh, we can tell.
I think we
Yes,
can tell that.
whenever you put the Sonic battle together, I want to be on that one as a judge
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get Eric.
because I am a Sonic fan too.
I got that.
I like
I'm a
Sonic.
semi-Sonic fan, and I literally fought Eric, and Eric gets a little passionate about Sonic. So if I get Eric, it literally got to be a Sonic. I'm literally gonna ask Eric, "Hey Eric, you want to face? You want to do a gamer grudge? Yeah, Sonic." And he'd be like, "I gotta think about this."
Well, okay, so
I'm more of a
going
Tails
back to-
fan though.
If I get Eric,
See, you know what, Rob? We should be best friends because I am a Tails fan. I love flying.
Tails.
look, I think y'all are all hating on Big the Cat. I just think he just hating on him.
No. If you watch our streams, we incorporate him quite a bit in our streams.
Yeah, he got big feet, and he's awesome. And
He's everyone's little friend. He's a guy. He's omnipowerful, apparently.
So going back to the
I do have
facts, both
have a
games got generally favorable reviews. Mania ever so slightly did better, not by much, but they did do slightly better. And I mean, like, just by like a couple points. So,
Ah, damn.
Like I think it was like I think they're like around the same.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's not like massively different, but Sonic Mania did do a little bit better
Yeah.
in terms of reviews. Other than that, I mean, they're both relatively kind of the same format.
Nostalgia, it's nostalgia. Literal. They're both nostalgia for two different franchises.
Now, if you guys picked Frontiers, I would have had to find both of you and choked you out.
Yeah. When you took Frontiers of Sonic 06, I would have said, "Oh, you're both going to lose." Okay.
Oh, cool.
I would
Be like,
literally
oh,
say
cool,
you
you're
are
going.
both sadists and you love pain and torture. But okay,
Don't get me wrong, I love both, but still.
you love torture.
Chris, if you're there, talk about your love of Frontiers.
Also, Sonic for the Sonic Advance for the Game Boy is trash. And if you picked that, I would have said, yeah, you're hot. Frontiers fucking sucks.
If that is bad only because of Amy and because that final boss. That final boss is bullshit. I don't care what anybody says. It's grade A bullshit.
Alright. So,
By the way, if anybody wants to know why I called out Chris, is because we played Frontiers and he was losing his mind.
Damn you. Oh, man.
I'm mad I had to miss that when I wanted to see it.
Oh, it's on YouTube. No, we're gonna put it on YouTube.
oh man.
We're working on it. Or no, it is on YouTube. No, it is on our YouTube.
A decade for that
A
stupid
decade
garbage.
for that
Oh my
stupid
God.
garbage. Okay.
Like, in the first 10 minutes of our first playthrough, you hear me losing it because of how pissed off he was.
Oh, man.
Only because I didn't play with birthday mode. I didn't know that was a thing. So when
There's
he played
a
it, that was the
birthday
first time
mode?
I
What
saw
the hell?
birthday mode.
Oh yeah, it was a free update to celebrate his birthday.
Yeah,
So
birthday mode is so stupid.
it's so stupid. I'm happy for people who like it. I don't. So stupid.
No, that was so stupid.
Alright. Also,
You didn't like the fact that there was Easter eggs everywhere?
No.
Also, we're still trying to find Pokemon fans to challenge Springany for Pokemon Grudge, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna see. I don't have any Pokemon knowledge.
I don't feel like doing it.
I'll be down.
So, I'm gonna go first this time. This is absolutely hard and very tough to distinguish because, on one hand, he is correct. The levels are shorter, but the game while the level is shorter, the content is very amazing in that damn game. And while there are levels in Sonic Mania that are repetitive and just the same, it's you can tell within the later cracks of the other part of the game. Like Studiopolis is still amazing. I love that part. Like you're literally in a studio and the way the theme is. It's like I like the way they match the theme with the Robotnik boss battles. It's amazing. It's really fun. Like you're literally fighting the weather. Like the weather. It's a weather robot that's literally controlling the weather in the background. It's predicting the weather. Whatever weather you do is doing it, which is awesome. I do like the fact that they reuse other mini bosses in Sonic and Knuckles. Bryce is 100% correct. It is literally a true sequel to the Sonic franchise. It's literally a true sequel, even though it's not canon. I guess I don't know if it's canon or not.
It is.
It is. It's canon. Well,
Yes,
now that it is.
It's its own. Yes, it's canon.
Okay,
If we get further into it, that's gonna be a whole nother rant.
Yeah. But anyway, it literally, I feel like this is like this to me. Sonic, to me, Sonic Mania is like Sonic 4. I don't know what they did with that fucking shit, Sonic Episode 4, But Sonic Mania to me is Sonic 4. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'll fight people and say, that's Sonic 4. That is Sonic 4. That's what we got with Sonic Mania was 4, which is literally what we got. So, for me, I play both of these games. And whenever I'm torn between two, it got to go with what now I'm torn between. I got to look at the argument. Your argument will like even to me. So now we got to go with, when we go with even argument, I got to go with what game that I enjoy the most playing. And while I do like Sonic Generations. I love it. I enjoy it. It's fun to play. One problem with me is, as much as I love the music and I love the gameplay, and as you can see, if you literally join me as I play Sonic Adventures, I'm not a fan of doing the gameplay of Sonic Adventures. Everything about it is a little tougher for me. It's not easier for me to digest. It's a long game. I do like what Sonic Generations does. It easily digests the Sonic Adventures formula into that game, and it does do it damn well. But I literally played it for a little bit and put it down, and I haven't played it since, even though I really want to go finish it, and it's a great game. I'm not saying Loveless. I really want to go finish that game. I literally got Sonic Mania downloaded on my Switch, my PlayStation. I even had it, when I had my Xbox 360, I had it downloaded on the 360. I had Sonic Mania downloaded everywhere. And anytime when I want to play, I literally want to go and just chill and just want to vibe and get to thinking about content and whatever I'm doing with Gamer Grudge, I always pick up a game. Sonic Mania is, Mega Man is one of those games, obviously. But Sonic Mania is one of those games I keep going to where I just need a game to literally get the juices flowing with ideas for content. So with that, it doesn't mean you're gonna win. Doesn't mean you're gonna lose. It just means that, but in this instance, I'm voting for Bryce. So with that, I want Bryce. Let's go with Rob.
Thank you, Chef.
Don't cry. It's okay. You can say fuck. You can say fuck you, Mac. If they vote for you, it's okay.
All right, I'm kind of torn on this one, and I'm kind of in the same predicament because
I
the
think all three
agreements.
of us are torn on this one.
Yeah,
The
we are.
agreements was
Like it's tough to
about
pick
even.
one. It's like Sophie's
The
choice.
argument was even. I have never played Generations. I have played Mania. And what I've been when I'm listening to you guys, I also been kind of looking things up on my end between the two games. And Generations seems like it's a good game. I mean, it looks like it has a lot of 2D perspective as well as a 3D perspective view of each levels, which I'm hearing that they are short. And I don't know how playability that's going to be, for me at least. I mean, I love the fact that they did remake and kind of put levels in from the old Sonic games. I'm a huge Sonic fan from the past. I haven't really played up. I think the last Sonic I played was like Adventures 2 or something like that.
Ooh, wow.
I did like almost, because it looks like there's some like unofficial content that mods that came out for Sonic Generations, but that's really something that we don't really need to look at, because that you can't really do that and take that on the go like what Mac was saying. I think I have Sonic Mania on my Switch as well. If not, I'm sure I have it on the PC, but I have enjoyed Sonic Mania. It is pretty much picks up after Sonic and Knuckles, so to me, it should be Sonic 4.
Yeah, I don't know
why they released a Sonic 4 Part 1 and Part 2.
It makes no.
I've never heard of those games in my life. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have played Sonic 4 Chapter 1 or whatever.
Love is, you know who the fuck those are.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no Sonic 4. I don't know what you're talking about.
There is a Sonic 4.
There is a Sonic 4. There was, I think, Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah. Well, Mania. I get you, but there is no Sonic 4. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a Sonic Episode 4, Levels.
He's joking.
Yes.
We know. We're trying to make him feel and receive this pain.
he's not, though. He's
Sonic
not. He's in
06 will
denial.
exist.
I don't know what page. Like you're talking about 3D Blast because I mean,
Okay.
it was fine.
Sonic 06 exists, Loveless.
That being said,
Oh, Sonic
I'm
06
going with
exists.
Bryce. Sonic Mania.
Thank you,
It's your
Chef.
turn, Mist.
Who you thought he said one?
Okay. He went with Bryce.
Okay.
Okay, but here's the thing. I am also torn. I do like both of them, and I hear both of your arguments. But here was my experience with both of these games.
Fair.
Yes, Mania is easier to play. It's pretty straightforward. But guess what happened? I got stuck on a level and I have not been able to finish the freaking game. And I don't know how that happened on a game that should be A to B, but no, I am stuck on one level, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out what I'm doing wrong. Whereas with Generations, I actually finished.
Is it Stardust
Skill
Speedway?
Yes.
Or was it?
Skill
Yeah.
issue. This is a skill. This seems like a skill issue.
Yeah.
Skill issue. I'm gonna hush.
Oh, I fully admit that. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm good at games. You're not gonna insult me, Matt. I'm saying I really don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what path I'm taking that's taking me to the wrong spot.
I hate that I know the exact level, the exact act.
I
exact
actually
sex, what you're
went
talking
to
about.
YouTube and literally had to go second by second on the video in my game because I have no idea why I keep getting looped around. So yeah, nobody's gonna insult me by saying a skill issue. I fully admit that, but I cannot figure it out, and so I stopped playing. I was that mad at a game that should be really easy. And also, I like Generations because I like how they incorporate the story or the duality of the two Sonics. I really actually thought that was pretty cool. So I would have gone with you, Loveless.
Ow.
It's hard because Generations is also one of my favorite games. So it's like I literally have it everywhere too. So it's like I get it.
Oh,
I guess
Dev
I'm
said
gonna
I
have
went.
to.
Oh,
I guess I'm going to have to pick it up and try it out, Wallace.
yeah. It's
Well,
no.
So
It's
I will
Right,
say that I
Loveless.
think Mania has the better soundtrack because I have several songs from the soundtrack from that game.
I do too.
Oh, yeah, the soundtrack is fantastic.
No, don't get me wrong. Sonic Generations is a great game.
Shout out T Lobes.
Yeah. I love Sonic Generations. It's just it was very tough to pick between these two. It was like, wow, this is really tough. And like I said, when it comes to me, when it comes to the argument is like leveled, like y'all two are arguing, but it just became level. It comes down to which game do I enjoy the most?
Yeah.
And I
Hey,
enjoy.
you know what? I think that the difference with our decisions is I am more of a story-based person, and that one actually felt like their Generations felt like it had more of a story
I mean,
or more of a
Sonic-
reason to have a story.
Sonic Mania had a story. You just had it. Just literally did it. With
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I know it did. I'm saying it had Generations had more of a story. It had
Okay.
a reason to have the
Okay,
two
yeah.
Sonics.
I guess
Yeah,
the reason.
and that and Mania is an incomplete because in order to get the full story, you have to play Forces and yeah.
Look. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say this right here. If y'all have not played Sonic Mania or Sonic Generations, just go find it and play it. I highly recommend both games.
Literally.
Literally
I'm
highly
gonna-
recommend it. I cannot recommend them more higher than what I
Yes,
have. They are both.
Sonic Mania is literally goated. Like it's
goated.
literally one of the
And
best.
and so is Generation. Generation is goated.
Yeah,
It's
Generations
really-
is great, especially get the new one, like
Yeah.
Generations and Shadow, because the Shadow levels are just literally some of the best levels they've made,
Yeah.
like in this style, like ever. Period.
Yeah. And also,
Just don't play Frontiers.
and stay away, and stay away from. For the love of God, stay away from Sonic 06. avoid it like the plague, and avoid if you see a little game called Sonic Advance, stay the fuck away from that. Avoid that like the plague. There is nothing.
Listen, Sonic Frontiers has some of the best boss fights.
Avoid that game like the
All
plague.
it going for it.
That's the real positive I have. Everything else is just like, yeah,
It's
that's
garbage.
preference.
All my
So-
favorite games.
It's like a stepping stone.
So let me ask you guys a question. Is Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 just Sonic Mania? Because it's saying with the description it's a sequel to Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, Sonic 4 didn't happen.
Okay, because there is a game that was released with that title, so that's why I was kind of confused on.
Yeah, fan games happen all the time. I don't know what the point is.
Okay. Well,
We gotta do a Sonic fight between you and Eric.
it
and I'm
was
gonna ask that
developed by
question
Sonic
too.
Team, but
Is it?
I can't wait to do
Anyways,
Sonic fights.
I don't. Yeah, it was like everyone has a, side project, but canonically, but non-jokingly, canonically, Sonic 4 didn't happen, or it might as well not have, because if we pretend it didn't exist, what really changes?
You
Oh,
know
no.
what
I'm
my
just-
question is gonna be in the Sonic fight. So
I've played it, and that's why I was confused, because
So-
I've actually played Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Levels,
So-
Yeah, it is a real game.
So Levels, you do know what my question is gonna be in the Sonic fight. What is the best Sonic 4 level?
Man, I love Studiopolis, man.
Hey, Loveless, you want to see what Chris says about Sonic Frontiers?
Yes, I do.
Well,
Wait a minute.
Oh god.
Wait a minute. Let's before we get to that, let's let Rob read what's happening in the chat.
so let's see what's going on in chat. So, Chewbacca said, "What's the one where Dr. Robotnik's met you play with his beans?" This says, "Mean Bean Machine." Yeah,
Yep,
well.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
I wasn't gonna type all that out. Me beat machine.
Yeah.
Chewbacca said, "Thank you, Mist." Max says, "No love for Sonic R."
I love Sonic Art.
Yeah, I've actually played on the Saturn. I actually enjoyed
Like,
it.
I have a soft spot for it.
Yeah, I have.
I will never call it a good racing game. But
Hell no, it's not a good racing game, but
I
damn
think I
it.
still have it for my Saturn.
It's one of those games that's so bad it's good. That's the way I feel it. Like,
Yeah.
so bad it's good. Like, you just gotta play it and like, wow, this is bad. But damn it, I cannot put the controller down. Like,
Yeah,
why?
I gotta do another Sonic R randomizer.
Yeah,
You
I
get literally
really
like
just
an
want
hour.
to play Sonic R just for a stream, just to show people like this is so bad, it's good. Like it's just hilarious how bad this game is. Like this is so bad.
Yeah.
You can have
Yeah, I
shows
said-
in that damn game.
And then I said, "Is it Sonic Mania picks up after Sonic and Knuckles?"
Yeah.
Miss says, "Basically."
Yeah.
Max says, living in the city, you have to survive. Like I also said, you got to keep that dream alive where everything is green. Can't you see? Chewbacca says, "I'm clapping." Razor Rob TV says, "What about Sonic 4?"
What about Sonic 4?
We've already discussed that. Sonic Mini is pretty much Sonic 4.
Yeah.
Max says Sonic Heroes. I said Tails on Game Gear because there was a Tails game for the Game Gear.
Yeah,
at
that
one
was
point.
a
Yep,
fun
two
game. Yeah.
of them. Tails Adventure, Tails Sky Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of them. I don't know which one I've got. Though.
Tails Sky Patrol sucks. Tails Adventure is actually kind of cool.
Apparently, certainly played this Sky Patrol one.
I couldn't get past the tutorial. It fucking.
I think that's where we stopped too.
I don't know. It's bullshit. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. G1 Studios Max says Sonic 06. I said no, please, no. Max says, "Just kidding. That game is dog shit."
It was.
And technically, that game also didn't happen.
But it did.
No, like canonically, because at the end they erased it, so none of it ever happened.
I mean, Sonic did kiss the princess in that game. It did happen.
Yeah.
But that's been erased from the timeline. That never happened.
It's in my head.
Devo
Just because
says
you have
Casino
fan fiction
Night.
dreams doesn't.
Oh gosh. Casino Night is the best zone. From Devo.
It is. Decent.
Mystic says Mystic Cave.
Interesting.
Max says Chili Dogs.
Yep. Who doesn't like chili dogs?
DTH Game says campaign length is intimidating if the content fucking blows. I misspelled. I butchered that one word. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
This says exactly. Chewbacca says, but if you play it long enough, maybe it'll get good. Elfie says, Miss, can you and Rob and I all be best friends? I like Tails too. DTA's game says, Fun Tails fucking sucks. Chewbacca says, I've only ever played it on birthday mode. DTH Games, 10 goddamn years. Miss says, we're the three amigos. DTH Games, a decade for that stupid garbage. All that warlord and nothing in it. Easter eggs, ? Yeah. Listen, consider referencing Butto Games. Sonic, you stupid blue beat voiced prick.
You're going through puberty, okay? Let us know how you really feel.
Hey, you prick.
Watch our gameplay. He will tell you how he really feels.
Okay. Devo says skill issues. Devo also says I'll win Pokemon Grudge, by the way.
Oh, okay. So we got somebody to challenge. Finally, the challenge. Challenge the champ.
Shout out to Devo Gazebo, my #1 fan.
Franny, you heard that? Somebody want to challenge you for Pokemon.
Threw down the gauntlet. Oh!
No.
I'm going to save this clip
yeah.
and send it to Franny.
Chewbacca says, all my favorite games have birthday mode.
Yeah, go ahead. Read what Chris says.
This game says Sonic Boom is better than Frontiers. The motto of Sonic the Hedgehog is a better Sonic game than Frontiers. Having a 4 shown into my hand was better than Sonic Frontiers. The Screamo boss music doesn't make up for that bullshit.
But it does.
Wow.
Listen, nothing will beat the first time you turn supersonic and all of a sudden that guitar hits like.
Okay. Elfie says, I mean Tails of the Fox, and I am Elfie the Little Fox. Frog Gun says, Frog Guru, sorry. 2D or 3D Sonic? Every 3D Sonic game is bad. That's all we have.
Sonic had a rough
I disagree. I kind of disagree with that.
He has not recovered.
No, I disagree. Sonic 3 for Genesis was not bad. It was pretty damn good.
I liked Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast.
That's
It was
what I'm
fun.
saying.
No, we're talking about every third game. Sonic 3 is good. I disagree with that, Frog. Sonic 3 is good. And let's not forget, Sonic 3 gets better when you add it to Sonic and Knuckles. It gets even better. So if
Sonic and Knuckles, you can plug into Sonic 2, and then you can play as Knuckles through Sonic 2. That's
you can. Like, it's...
So a quick question for those of us who know Sonic and Knuckles. Did you ever try to see if you could play the first Sonic game with Sonic and Knuckles?
Now,
I tried.
I tried so hard.
I wanted to do that, but I did not have... Well, here's the thing. I
No,
rented
it's
Sonic and
impossible because
Knuckles.
they said like if they put Knuckles in that game, he would completely break it.
Oh yeah, 30 games. You're right.
Which is
You're right.
which,
Love. You're
which
right.
is true. He
Yeah.
would
Yeah, that
break
is
the
very
game,
fair.
but I wanted that to happen so bad.
No, I
I
agree.
wanted
I
to
tried.
skip
Yeah.
Labyrinth Zone because fuck that level.
Yes.
Labyrinth Zone
By
can
the-
go suck a dick. Sorry.
By the way, it said DTH Games also said Frontiers is I cannot even pronounce that name.
Shinji Ikari's.
His favorite game.
Those of you who don't know who that is, if you ever seen Neon Evangelion, it's the main character.
Oh yeah, everybody don't like Shinru, so fuck him. Nobody likes him. His own dad doesn't like him.
See, now I got the context. That's a deep cut.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes
Frog.
Senshi. Nobody. His dad doesn't even like him. I don't even think his mom don't even like Senji. No one likes
I
By the
think
Senji.
his
way-
mom is dead.
Yeah, his mom didn't like him. So yeah, you're right. Fuck Senji.
And by the way, Fraguro
I
wanted
don't know
to
who this
say
Senshi is, but fuck them.
Yeah, fuck
he said
him.
Fraguro meant to said 3D Sonic.
Okay, that's fair. That's understandable. 3D
Uh,
Sonic is
I'm-
correct. Yeah.
Especially saying
Sonic definitely
ever since
hey,
Sonic
kinda
Adventure
thing.
1, which
They
was
haven't been able
pretty
to do a
bad
third
Sonic
one. Yeah.
funny,
Yeah.
into 3D has been trash after trash.
Yeah, in that instance, he's correct. Yeah, yeah. But the 2D Sonic, they've been getting it. If it wasn't for Sonic,
Because
yeah, if it wasn't for
I will
Sonic,
say that Unleashed was a really good.
Yeah.
Unleashed was really good.
I
Sonic
thought you were
Hedgehog
gonna
is
say-
funny.
I thought you were gonna say Sonic and the Rings. If you said that, I would have been laughing. I would have like, yeah.
No, the mod that's been working on, that's good because they're doing the game except making it where you can actually use controller. Make believe me, boy.
Sucks.
Oh shit, I forgot. This is Gamer Grudge. Wait a minute.
Oh gosh, Loveless is too far gone. No saving him.
Well, we'll see.
Loveless. I don't know why. I
What are you
keep
talking?
saying
I'm a
Love-
Sonic fan.
Loveless.
Yeah,
It is
it's a funny
terminal.
face.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Nice.
guys, we are down to the final question of the night. At the moment, we have Bryce has 2. Loveless, you have 1. Loveless, you need this point to get to a PvP. Now, so far, we have been getting to PvPs all this whole season. So, will we do it for another time? We shall see. But let's see what's gonna happen, people. So the last question of the night.
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
Maybe not. We don't know. I'm gonna let the lovely Miss tell it what's question 4.
Hold on. I think this is the. I posted one of the shorts that explains or shows Chris's disdain of Sonic Frontiers. But anyways, question 4. Pitch a Tetris film. No documentary. No telling of how it was made. Oh, no documentary and not a behind the scenes film, basically.
Yeah, like the Tetris film that was made. That was made for.
Whoops, that is the wrong.
Sorry.
No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. The Tetris film that was made with the Kingsman guy. Forgot his name. The Kingsman guy. Yeah, that film.
Don't pitch that film.
Yeah,
Got
don't
it.
pitch that film. We don't want you to pitch that film. All right. Unluckily, guys, I do not have any photos. So sadly, sorry, I don't have photos for this. So sadly, I don't have it. I apologize. But we're gonna go ahead and start with Loveless, and then we're gonna go with Bryce. Well, Loveless, what is your film?
All right. Hear me out. Pixels 2. Blockade.
All right. Bryce.
Yes.
What
Are we
is your-
doing just
what is
title only, or
What's
am
your
I
title? What's your title?
Tetris Block Party?
All right. Um. So how we did? Oh yeah, 5 minutes on the clock, miss. Is that correct? And just let him pitch it. That's correct, right? That's what we do. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay. So 5 minutes on the clock. Loveless, give us your wholesome output. Give us your whole pitch of your film and what's
Hey,
going on.
Mac.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with you on the stream? Because it says Chris says he can't heal a wood. Mac just said.
Oh,
I
can you
don't
hear me now?
know.
How about now? Is that better?
I don't know what's going on.
No, but I can hear you through
Let's see.
I hear
here.
you.
So I don't know if it's something on his end, but anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I took this thing a little while ago. I could hear you.
Hey, hello. Is it?
He says you're miles away from his mic. That's what
Whatever. Anyway.
I.
Anyway, guys. 5 minutes on the clock. Loveless, give us your pitch for your film, and you can't argue against it. Just give us your pitch. Miss, you got 5 minutes.
All right. Let me know when.
Go.
All right, y'all. So, hear me out. Adam Sandler. I don't know why I stopped after that.
I was like, that's it? Okay.
No, but like, Adam Sandler, like he's become friends with the, the video game people, and of course he's helping Qbert raise its children, and just doing his own what Adam Sandler wackiness, hanging out with the president of the United States. They're probably gonna make him a little bit more bumbling and silly. Adam Sandler, that last woman he was with, boom, she's gone. She's dead. Cancer. Don't worry about it. Um, so now, see, there's gonna be a whole new woman character, and it's going to be someone that is beautiful and elegant. I couldn't think of a name right now. Give me a moment. We'll come back to that. So, Adam Sandler, they're doing their thing, and all of a sudden, there's just a random block that just shows up in like where the Washington Monument is. It's replaced by the big line block. And it's actually a monolith that tells them that they are now being inducted into the international, no, intergalactic, sorry, the intergalactic alliance of planets, since they've been able to make contact with aliens and all that. But they're like, hey, but we're gonna need some representatives to come down to represent. But it's okay if you touch the block, we'll teleport you to our base because we're like that. So Adam Sandler's like, hoop doop doop, I gotta get over there and do this. This is Tetris, man. And then you get like Billy Mitchell to join you because it's like, yo, we need your boy. You need the boy. So it's like you got all them. The president can't go because he's the president. He can't really leave. But he sends them the real wishes. Something to give you the old guard, but you got a new guard now. You got Adam Sandler, the unnamed, really beautiful but not problematic, beautiful woman. I mean, like in the sense of like he's really old and someone really, you get it. But they get teleported to the Tetris world, and everybody is literally blocks. The different color blocks, the different shapes of the blocks. It's a blocky world. It's Tetris City, and Tetris City is, the center of where the intergalactic people go in because they're ruled by the Tetranomes, which are, the Tetra blocks. And they've done that because they've used their block technology to regulate travel in the galactic system. And they do it in an intricate way to not fill up the holes because if you make complete straight lines, they disappear. All that, haha, funny. And it's good because it brings up all the previous questions and the things. Like, notice that what I'm saying doesn't really make much sense, but it didn't really make sense in the original Pixels either. So you're just gonna get a bunch of jokes. You're gonna get a lot of laughs. You're gonna be learning, and most importantly, uh, sorry, that's not what I meant. Most importantly, you're going to have a lot of laughs, and you may even cry a little bit as you learn that maybe all blocks don't have to be hard edged.
You
Sort of
got 40
curiosity.
seconds.
Uh, so did I mention the part where Adam Sandler, uh, in the sequel, like the cliffhanger, he ends up blowing up the blockade, right, and like destroying it, but he gets teleported, and then you hear Chris Pratt go, "It's a me, Mario." End credits. That's right. Pixels is joining the Mario universe, baby. I give it my time.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god.
Jeffrey, just continue.
What? Okay. Or-
Rex, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's me.
Go.
Go.
5 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Tetris Block Party. Think of in your head Toy Story meets Wreck-It Ralph, full of laughs, heart, and ridiculous fun physics-based action. Let's get into the premise. You're in a hidden magical arcade. Video game characters come to life when the doors close, and a quirky group of Tetraminos live in harmony until their world is flipped upside down when a mischievous glitch threatens to delete the arcade. The Tetraminos must team up to stack up and save their home in the most chaotic, hilarious way possible. The story kind of progresses. The arcade owner, announces a full system reboot, which could erase the characters forever. The Tetraminos discover that the legendary stacking technique can actually restore stability to the arcade. Chaos ensues as they miss time rotations, accidentally form gaps, even trapped in an endless drop sequence. And then it's full of heartfelt moments towards the end where there's that final moment that where everything gets saved but you think it's all going to go to crap. As far as like maybe we're going to think about different casts of characters. um we're going to cast different characters as each shape or some of the shapes. So we'll have a Z-shaped piece, charismatic and reckless and confident. Z's a daredevil. So I'm thinking Chris Pratt, his fast talking energy is going to bring him to life. And then we got Lenny, the L shape, seasoned leader, real serious, but he's got a dry sense of humor. I got Bryan Cranston. He would add depth to Lenny as the wise mentor role. Then we're going to go into the S-shaped piece, Squigs, and I'm thinking a funny female character, little slightly anxious, slightly pessimistic. We're going with Kristen Wiig. She's a master of comedic nervous energy, effortlessly making characters hilarious through awkward timing and panicked reactions. So I think she would be a great choice for Squigs, a little nervous. Then we got Bluey, the eye shaped piece, chill, laid back piece who saves the day at the last second. We got Keanu Reeves. Cool delivery would make Bluey legendary. Just calm, cool, just, oh yeah, I saved the day. It's cool. And then we've got the villain, the glitch, the overlord, the glitch villain. Snarky, unpredictable rogue pixel with a chaotic, sarcastic energy. I'm going with Jack Black. being that this is a block party, there is going to be some music involved in this too. And I'm thinking we get Jack Black to do a song like he does for the Tetris movie as well. He's just his comedic villainy, over the top personality would just in just kind of unpredictable monologues. He can get it. He'll get in the character a lot, and then the musical talent there to help form some songs. That's kind of the vision I have. If you think in when you see Toy Story and Wreck-It Ralph, it's all these nuances and Easter eggs. Being that it's a video game movie, you've got to make all these little Easter eggs present for the viewer, for the gamer, the people that have that are big fans of the game. So having a creative writing team on the comedy, we got a big cast, we've got a good story, we've got we got the spike, the climax, the resolution, the problem, so we got everything there. We got the soundtrack down with Jack Black and maybe some other relevant artists that maybe aren't in the movie, but Jack Black will definitely get in there on one song. And a good, comedic voiceovers that you recognize. You got Keanu Reeves, Bryan Cranston, Chris Pratt. He's not going to say it's me, Mario. But yeah, I mean that's the gist of Tetris Block Party. Thank you very much.
Love you.
After we both agreed that Chris Pratt needs to be involved in this.
Okay, that was gonna be one of my questions.
No,
was that a coincidence?
Yeah, it was a coincidence. They knew you were gonna be a
Pure coincidence.
Oh crap! I forgot to stop the clock.
It's all right. I left for a minute and I heard Jack Black, and now you all.
Yes. As soon as I heard Jack Black, and what was the other one? Who was in yours, Loveless?
Adam Sandler, Chris Pratt.
That one. Yes. Adam Sandler and Jack Black.
Yeah.
So you know what, Mac? You know what needs to happen?
What?
We shouldn't vote. We should let Chris vote on this one.
Yeah, let Chris vote. But I have a question. This meant to let Chris vote on this one. All right, so Chris, we're each gonna give a question. My question is, look. I'm sick of these game films being for kids. I want a rated R Tetris film.
Oh gosh.
You want to see? You want to see the Tetris?
You want to see the blocks drop it low?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly right. So,
my goodness.
So, I got
my
two.
goodness.
So with this rated R thing, being a rated R film now, I got two questions within my question. Where is your? I want to know what is the because in a rated R film, there got to be an earned fuck. So I need to say what scene is your earned fuck? Like they're gonna say fuck a lot, but we need an earned fuck. And what is the most rated R scene? What makes your film rated R? Loveless?
Oh, it makes makes rated R. Oh, that's really easy. He has sex with the woman and using one of the Tetris blocks as a butt plug. Easy.
Oh my god! I'm not ready for that.
All right, where's your?
And yes, it is the square.
Oh my
As
lands.
for the other
Oh my lands.
question, I think the earned fuck would be when they're teleported. And what happens is they have everyone kind of teleport normally. Like, they show up in the air except for Adam Sandler. And they're like, where's Adam? And he's just like, fuck. And it just doesn't move on fall.
Oh gosh.
Oh, man, Bryce.
Oh, chat's funny right now. Sorry.
No, you're those are my answers, sir.
Bryce, stop it.
Anyways.
So you want to make it rated R?
Yeah,
You want me
rated
to
R.
tell
And you
you
gotta give me an
what?
earned fucked. earned fuck in a movie, because you get it when you do a fuck, it got to be earned. It's not earned; it's given. Like for example I'll give you a good example, like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. I want my fucking car right fucking now.
So basically, the F bomb.
Mm-hmm. It got to be earned.
Okay, so
Which actually
one.
means
I've got
what we should do is again.
As the movie's ending and we are saying goodbye to the virus or the glitch that is Jack Black, as he's dissolving, he's fading, and he just lets out a big "oh fuck," and it gets digitally distorted, and as he's dissipating into nothing, his electrodes are dissipated. Just a big Jack Black strong "oh fuck," as only he can do in his Jack Black way. Or maybe even a "motherfucker, you motherfucker." Just taking everybody out of their seat, like, what the fuck? I thought this was the whole time this funny comedy animated shit, and then all of a sudden the F-bombs dropped at the very end.
Yeah, like Sausage Party.
I don't know. I couldn't finish that movie.
I couldn't either.
Liar!
Okay, that was a funny movie.
It was.
I enjoyed
did,
that
but to
movie.
be fair, I was also blitzed as hell when I watched it.
All right.
There's my fuck.
Okay. What about the
It looks like you won Chris back, Bryce, because you killed Jack Black.
All right. Anybody got a question? Anybody else got a question?
I'm sorry, my mind went a completely different direction. It's like Jack Black's on the floor, him and Chris Pratt start vigorously making out.
So since you both have, and I know Chris isn't gonna like the word I'm about to say, musicians.
I guess.
Okay, so what is your signature song?
Oh,
and
God.
what scene is it gonna be played in?
I love this.
Is it me or him first?
Love was signature song.
Ooh, let's see. I'm guessing it would be at a bar, right? And the tetronomes are showing Adam Sandler and Poe, how the bar goes. He's like, "This is not music. I'll show you music." And then he picks up the guitar, right? And then plays like what do you call "Keep Your Head Up" by Tupac.
Oh my gosh.
That's the song. There you go.
I was expecting What's New Pussycat, but that's even better. This guy is going at it like Scott is saying Tenacious D is a Grammy winning band. He is like, all right. He is upset with this. Oh, God.
Okay.
All right. Bryce.
So with Jack Black being the villain, I'm envisioning him like kind of singing it to himself in his lonely area, because being that he's a glitch, he's just kind of off. He can't play with every time he tries, to play with the Tetris pieces, everything goes to shit. So his idea is to just erase all the Tetris pieces, by just, that's how the movie begins. And as he's plotting this evil plot to destroy it all, that's where his song comes in. He's kind of sings an evil plot building song about why he wants to destroy all the arcade games and We can go something like Tetris Erased for a song title. And it kind of builds, as it does. He kind of goes through different emotions, sad and angry and and kind of crescendos and comes back down, and then he finishes the song with his final plan of how to follow through, and then he kind of goes from there to bring them all down. But kind of like think like Tenacious D meets Queen, something very epic and
Peaches,
with something a little more serious than that, but still humorous.
I
Love you.
That's it.
So when you said that, I immediately just thought of
Everybody okay?
That's it.
All right.
That's
Rob,
my
you got
move.
one?
I think you two just got the questions good. I ain't got nothing.
Oh, damn it.
You're looking at me like a disappointed father.
If you not, I got another question. I can take yours, and you can use it.
You can take mine.
Okay.
I can't think of a good one
Best
like you
sex
guys did.
scene.
What?
Describe your sex scene in your film. Scene is rated R.
Oh, now we're adding a sex scene.
Yes.
Gotcha.
What part?
That was
I've
kind
already
of
got
my
it.
mind too.
Adam
That was
Sandler
kind of in my mind too.
Yeah.
I already
Okay.
got
the
it.
main leading girl.
Okay. Loveless. We need the second sex scene.
Set scene, yes. Go for it.
Got you. So, you know magnets, right? So, hear me out. Nipple clamps.
Oh hell.
Like it's another one with all the blocks, Of course, that different one takes the butt plug because using the same one twice in one movie is kind of weird. Like the upgrade to the L shape, put it like that. Of course, you have like what do you want from me? They fuck with the blocks. I don't know what you want from me. Like they combine two of the L blocks together and uses it on a cock ring. Like what do you want from me?
Well, I might tempted to look this up on the hub.
It's probably there.
So Loves, what you're telling me is he looks at her and says, "I think I just came."
Yeah, just like like the Z block like vibrates. It's really weird. Like,
Okay, I actually have another question. What's Bryce at?
All right.
Okay, is it my turn?
I'll allow it. I'm having too much damn fun.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's me?
Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking since it's Tetris Block Party, there's a when the pieces come out to play, as they will say, when the door shuts, the party begins. So I'm thinking the first night, you're going through the block party, you're in the mix of it, and you're seeing, all the drugs and the sex going on in the arcade. All the Tetris pieces are just getting at it with other arcade game characters from other machines. Everybody's out and about. You go in the bathroom, there's a Tetris piece getting blown. There's people, other people, just kind of walking around, making us. Then it starts forming into like some kind of weird Matrix orgy scene of video game characters and Tetris pieces. And then even for a little comic relief later, maybe like one of the Tetris moms comes and walks in on her son watching some Tetris porn on the screen, just another just and then but the Tetris piece he's got covered in a sock, the protruding piece, if it's maybe like the L guy or not, or the whatever, the cross, the half cross. He's got a little sock over his nub. Mom comes in, what are you doing? But also in the block party area, they're walking through the new guy, there's a new Tetris piece, or one of the games got updated and there's a new character, and they're kind of showing them around. This is introducing them to all the characters, and everything starts to evolve, and it's like, oh, you want some cocaine? It's like, then you kind of get the walk hard references, just like, oh, what's that? What? No, you don't want any of this. You don't want any of this cocaine.
I think I want some of
Type
that.
Right, I think I want some of their cocaine. So to add to the more of the references, but yeah, that's my sexiness, just kind of that first block party evolving into such things, and then having a little maybe comedic scene with the Tetris piece, watching Tetris porn.
Ding, ding.
Like a little American Pie kind of.
No. Scott knows exactly what I'm doing. Ding, ding. Miss should know what I'm talking about. Miss knows exactly what I'm doing. Miss.
Okay. So, typically with these kinds of movies, the main character has a catchphrase related to the movie somehow.
Damn it.
Also, these types of movies tend to have some type of cheesy tagline. So, what is your catchphrase? What is your tagline?
Who's first? Me?
I got a tagline and it's gonna be fun.
Him, me,
oh, I
him,
think-
me, him.
It's me.
Bryce, you go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. You said a tagline and a catchphrase.
Yes.
Tagline. Fit in or fall apart. As far as catchphrase goes, it would have to be Keanu, probably, with the catchphrases. Something cool like, and calm, like I don't fall, I descend. I
Okay,
like
so
that.
just to repeat, so your tagline is
For the movie, the tagline is fit in or fall apart.
gotcha.
All right.
I don't fall, I descend.
Interesting. Loveless?
So tagline is, your next move could be your last.
That's it? You got something else?
And the tagline and the catchphrase is going to be, it's going to be freaking Billy Mitchell saying, if you use code Pixel at my store, you'll get 20% off hot sauce.
Oh God.
All right. Uh,
He just that's his main. He just keeps plugging it, and it's just he won't stop. It's not even in the script. He just won't stop doing it.
You know,
all right, Rob. I heard you got a question.
yes.
Go
How
ahead.
about if you two switch your main characters? So, Loveless, instead of you having Adam Sandler, you got Jack Black as your main character, and the same, and vice versa with Briggs. Instead of Jack Black, you have Adam Sandler.
Ooh.
I mean,
So, like,
we're gonna need more Tetris blocks for the butt plug scene, but I think it'll work.
so pretty much just you two pretty much pitch your movie, but you guys swap your main artist guys.
Adam Sandler as the bad guy.
Yes,
Is it me first?
Yeah.
Him?
yes.
Okay. So Adam Sandler as the Overlord instead of Jack Black, would still kind of be a good choice as far as the comedic route goes. He's, I, I wouldn't call him funny, but some people would. So he might still get a good comedic choice option there, but he'd be a little different. He wouldn't be as extreme. He'd be a little more laid back, unpredictable. Lot more joke cracking. It'd be a decent voice for it, I guess. He could get into the character a bit. But I think he's musical too. Once again, I wouldn't call him an artist in music, but he did put out some songs, so he would be able to maybe write something funny for the show, but it would be a little different. More of a probably a acoustic guitar level kind of thing instead of the epicness that Jack Black would bring. But bring it more, just more of the comedy, I guess, more of that Adam Sandler style of humor. But I mean, he'd be decent for that role. I think he would fit in decently because of those two aspects. He is a musical comedic actor, like in Jack Black's kind of style ish, or not his musical style, but their style as whatever their careers are. But yeah, I mean, he'd just be a little more laid back, a lot more jokes. Music would be a little different, but maybe there'd be a scene where he like gets in there with like, I don't know, maybe we get Steve Martin or Bill Murray and there's some old SNL cast member to like do some coke in the, you know what I mean, on like one of the credit rolls at the end of this credit. They're like, oh yeah, like they're fucking partying, like, oh, they brought him into the fucking block party, and they get to partying. I don't know. That would be a good little
I think it would be
way
Chevy
to
Chase.
kind of
It would
end
be
it.
more like Chevy Chase, but I get it. I get it.
Right. One of those guys that they still communicate with.
Yeah. All right.
But that would be a cool little exit roll,
Okay.
credit roll scene.
All right. Any more questions before we get to voting?
I didn't say mine.
I thought you did. Oh, you didn't. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Oh, I forgot.
Nope.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was over here skipping me.
Nah, we're not skipping you. Go ahead.
Oh, good thing, because the main thing was that it's gonna be the exact same thing, except we're gonna lean more into the Adam Sandler jokes. But it's Jack Black doing it, and nobody's going to acknowledge the fact that that's Jack Black. That is Adam Sandler. They're going to change the in character, his name is Adam Sandler. Like, who gives, like, his previous name? Who gives a shit? Let's be honest. Google's right here. I can look up the main character's name of the original Pixels right now. But let's not pretend either of us care. His name is Adam Sandler.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right.
I love your elegance, Bryce, followed by my dumbass bullshit.
So, well, Rob is done.
That is a man who is questioning
Like
every
questioning
second of his life
all
right now.
things. Like, yeah.
He's like, Mac, don't invite me back here anymore.
I
Bryce
really
knew-
should have called in sick.
Look, Rob knows what he was getting into. As soon as he knew you was signing up for, he knew when we do a pitch round, this could get weird as fuck. And when it comes to me, it gets weird as fuck. You
Yes.
knew a sex scene was coming, and you knew, like, yeah. And my next question was good. If you let me keep going, I was like, hey, pitch the porn parody. But I'm not gonna go there. Anybody got a question?
No.
All right.
No.
All right, well, guys, great round. I want. So you really want to let Chris vote? And like,
He can be one of them if he wants.
yeah, we'll let Chris be one of them. So Rob, who you thought won?
You know,
You don't want to go. I understand. But
no. Okay, here's the thing. I am getting so tired of Jack Black right now. I mean, he's been in the Mario Brothers. He's been in the new Minecraft movie. I mean, he's just.
Jockey.
Yes, the whole. Yeah. He's a good actor. He's funny. I mean, but when he said Jack Black, I'm like, oh my gosh, not another movie with Jack Black in it. Has to be a video game movie too. But I'm sorry, but the butt plug stuff kind of just won me over. So I have to say I'm giving it to Loveless though. That was a great pitch.
All right. Yes.
Okay, well, I was joking about the butt plug thing. I was joking and not joking at the same time. Because that caught my attention like, what? But, okay. Again, Chris, it's not going to like what I'm about to say here. I don't hate Adam Sandler. I actually do like him. Okay? However, he can be a hit or miss person. Jack Black is also another hit or miss person. But I think the difference between the two is at some point, Adam Sandler knows when to lay low and do something else, where it seems like Jack Black still thinks he's Jack Black from the 90s and won't stop doing that, and he's like 60 at this point. So, also, I could kind of see Adam Sandler being in a Tetris movie more than Jack Black, so I'm kind of going with Loveless.
Okay, I'm last.
Also, butt plugs. Tetris butt plugs.
Look, Bryce, I absolutely love your film. It's fun. It's straightforward. It's not. But look, here's the thing with me. Loveless understood the motherfucking assignment. He understood it. He knows who the judges are. He knows go broke or go home. He knows that we don't look for anything cuckoo or nothing. He knows what we're looking for. We both know that he knew the assignment. He know that Tetris is not going to be a good premise no matter what. It's going to be a shit film. So why not just make the most craziest bonkers, crazy, shitty ass films ever? And he literally made the assignment. And I literally tried to help you. I literally said, make a sex scene. And then I was like, but fuck. He literally said, hey, butt plugs. Fuck.
Yeah, that got me. I was like, oh my gosh, that's good.
It's like every time.
I think we all were like, okay, go on.
Go on, like, yeah, go on. I want to hear this crazy
This is
shit.
disgusting.
Like, yeah,
Continue.
like what? He understood the assignment. Everything he did, he just knew what he was doing. Loveless is trying to make a film. He knew that like, I think what you're trying to do, you're trying to make a good film, Bryce, where Loveless is like literally saying, there's no way they're gonna make a good film out of blocks. This is gonna be bullshit. Let's make it bullshit.
Yeah.
Loveless wins it for me because with yours feels like too serious, and I watch it one time.
Yours actually feels like it would be a good film.
Yes, it would feel like it would be a good film. It would be a good film trying to be a good film, and I watch it one time and I'm like, oh, cool, that's fun. But Loveless feels like a film I'll just watch to just laugh at. It feels like I would watch a film on Is It Rotten, and I would literally talk shit about it. It feels like a film that Zach would literally pick just to piss it. Zach, Zach, Scott, or Eric would literally pick just to piss each other off. And we would literally love it. I like, it's no, literally, I'm gonna be honest, this is not Gryffindor's Drive, but it's damn close, and I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm picking Loveless.
And for the record, Chris, Loveless did not say Adam Sandler was directing. He just said he'd be in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So with that said,
And Chris chose Bryce, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Because he
But
killed
under
Jack
that,
Black.
he did say you were spitting facts with your assessment.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. All right, but damn. I guess we're going to a PvP. Damn.
Oh,
Don't
right.
Yeah, it would tie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Man, 3 in a row. 3 in a motherfucking row. We're going to a PvP. So a PvP is going to decide who wins the Gamer Grudge Championship.
Don't everybody sound so excited.
Well, it's 12 o'clock here in the East Coast, so.
And it's 11 o'clock
insane,
here at
but look
Central
at-
Time.
Yeah, it's 12 here, so yeah, it's pretty late here. So I'm surprised that it got. I'm not surprised.
This is how early it is for me. I can still see a blue sky over here.
That's bullshit.
Yes.
I mean, it's getting dark, but I can legit see blue sky over here still.
Yeah, it's getting late over here, but still, we press on. All right, so PvP people, we're going to PvP for the heat wave. The heat wave is just getting hotter and hotter, and we're coming to the end. We will have a champion tonight. We will have one.
And now we have butt plugs.
Yep, now we have butt plugs. You're damn right. And we now have TikTok clicks. We have it, butt plugs and TikToks. Boom. So thank you for that, people. Thank you for giving us another TikTok. Appreciate it. Anyway, so I gotta flip a coin. All right, I'm flipping a coin. I'm gonna tell Alexa to flip a coin. Give me a second. Ready? Alexa, flip a coin. Call it.
Tails.
You got tails.
Ah, damn. How you knew the system? Do you know about AI? What the hell? I'm reading that shit. Hell yeah, chef. Hell yeah, chef. That shit. Bro, sorry. What the fuck? Oh, this shit is wild. I mean, we like literally at 12. We're literally at 12, and we still got 8 people in here. I'm amazed. I'm happy. I'm thankful for every last one of you sons of bitches. Thank you for showing us that. Showing up. We appreciate every last one of y'all. Golly. All right. All right. So, Loveless, do you want to go first or last?
I would like to go last.
All right, cool. Bryce. Who
Yes.
would choose your destiny? Who would you like to give you the question?
The question. Missed.
Of course.
Because of course.
Of course.
Yep.
Dismissed.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, the last time I gave a question, it was great. And it was
You did. I think the last one you gave a question.
Yeah, the last one wasn't bad. It was a good question. Yeah.
I think I'm the one that chose Mac, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or
it was not
someone
a bad
else?
question. You lost,
Yeah.
but you did. It wasn't a bad question. Yeah, you lost because I literally told you pick a game, and you both picked games, and then I said, "Tell me why." Or shit on your game. And
Ah,
yeah,
that's
baby.
right.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was like, "I shouldn't have picked Mac," but whoever was like, "Yeah, thank you, Mac."
All
All right.
right, missed.
Okay, we're gonna go back to question 2,
Okay.
which is okay, I closed the window. There we go. We're gonna go back to your death battle matchups. So you guys remember what you picked, right? Or who you picked, right?
Yes.
All right. So make some kind of action movie with your characters.
Ooh,
That is a good one.
that's a good one. Great pick. Great one.
You
So
said make a
question
what?
2, you said?
An action what?
Make an action
Uh,
movie.
The question
An action
2,
movie.
what matchup would make a good death battle?
Mm.
Yeah, action movie with Samus and Master Chief and Aang and I forgot his other name.
Fujin.
Fujin.
Again, have all these characters been in respective movies?
Mm,
Oh no, maybe not Fujin.
no,
He was in
no,
Mythologies.
Fuji. I think he has
No,
cartoon.
Fuji has been in. He's in a Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever in like a
But not a
Mortal Kombat
movie.
movie. Yeah.
No, he hasn't been in a movie.
Not yet. We don't know. We're coming out with a new one. He might be there.
Yeah, true.
In this economy, it could mean anything.
Gosh, Chewbacca. Oh my gosh.
Talkers.
You joke, but I would watch that.
It does sound interesting. Wind Takers 2, blowing in the wind. Anyways.
Who's first? Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking Metroid versus Halo in the kind of the aspect or the style of a Alien versus Predator type of film. Where, maybe Metroid is more of the alien type and Chief is more of the Predator type. These two are going at it. It's kind of a kill or be killed type of thing. Far into the distant galaxy, we see these two in a deadly arena, a battlefield designed by ancient alien technology. The only way out is to kill the other one. Only one can survive. Eliminate the opponent or be eliminated, vice versa. Getting high, like I said, similar to like an Alien versus Predator, just kind of always just on the edge of your seat, high intense battles that kind of spread out over this huge battlefield. Story kind of gets built around what is this place we're in, what this ancient battlefield that we're fighting in, what is this, where have we been taken? Because you're just they've both been kind of taken and put there. They weren't there willingly, essentially. But it's going to be a heavy artillery showdown. You're going to see all the things from the games, all the vehicles, all the weapons, all the upgrades, and then hidden Easter eggs as well for the fans within this ancient alien world. Similar to like I said, Alien versus Predator, where they find out that the aliens and the predators are kind of tied together in a deeper way than that is on the surface at first. And then once all the heavy artillery kind of has been dissipated and exhausted, we come to a big hand-to-hand kind of final duel. On armor damaged, ammo depleted, just kind of your hands and maybe a knife, or you see, um, maybe we'll see Samus wield an energy sword from Halo, something like that. Epic energy sword battle there could spawn. Um, and I'm thinking at the end, it's kind of a twist ending, something you didn't expect. Like I said, with the ancient technology and having deeper ties to something else. Um, as Chief finally lands the final blow to Samus's suit, he sees it flicker and dissipate, realizing that she was never really there, and the entire thing was just a holograph to gather data on Chief, essentially, and how he, it's a training almost for him as well, but without him knowing it, because making him feel that the stakes are real and the battle is real makes him perform on a different level. And so from there, with Samus not really actually being there, that leaves it open for sequels and other branches to, you know, um, different more movies and other things to go towards with that whole storyline. Um, so like, and then that opens up for like a bigger war, and that's what they were training him and gathering data on him, because there's a bigger war coming that maybe he's not aware of, but the higher ups are.
All right.
As far as like, I don't know, I don't, picking a cast for it is kind of hard. I mean, because you're really relying on voice for the two of them, so the voice, the face doesn't really matter so much, since you never really see either of their faces. Um, so I think like, I don't know, it'd be hard to pick somebody with like a real deep voice for Master Chief. Um, I can't think of any names off the top, but somebody that's like, you know, just like recognizable though, you know what I mean, but not corny. Like we'll keep it like hardcore serious kind of, Um, but yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay.
Kind of along the lines of an Alien versus Predator type of thing.
I think Franny would get mad at me if I said, "Hey, let's just let Riley Kilmer become Samus," and she literally told me that woman cannot act, and she already said that. She hurt that woman's feelings. All right, Levels, you're next.
Yippee! All right, all right. So I want you to think about it like this. This is going to be MK versus Avatar. So what happens is going to be this is going to be completely crazy, completely original. I came up with this all on my own. So check it. Uh, this is two stories that happen where both universes merge together into one, and the whole premise is about the bad guys from each one. So you have Shao Kahn, right? And he's been defeated, by the MK people, and then he tries to escape from a portal, and Raiden, God of Thunder and all, zaps him as he goes to the portal. On the other side, you have freaking Azula, right? Like this is post like Fire Lord and everything, and they're like, "Hey Azula, you need to stop." And she's like, "I found a portal to the spirit world, and I'm gonna go in." And then Aang was like, "No, I can't let you," and blasts her with freaking lightning power at the same time. And what happens is they both combine into two one being, Azula Khan. And what Azula Khan does is that she reaches into the inner, like, malice or hatred and forces the strongest warriors to want to fight each other. And by them wanting to fight more, it's going to destabilize everything and destroy everything. Because at this point, Azula's kind of lost it a bit. Before she finds new purpose, she's still at that point where she's kind of lost it. And Shao Kahn is just Shao Kahn. So you have all these characters going in, like Aang and Fujin they meet up obviously, and they're some of the more reasonable ones. They have like a fight, something just shows off their skills and all that, and then they realize, oh, we're on the same team. We need to do something. But meanwhile, like you have other people in this having trouble, like Katara's having a cat fight with Katana and Melina. Sokka is, beating Kano over the head with a boomerang because he's so angry. Toph is fighting Tremor from Mortal Kombat. Like, it's all good. It's all of that, and it's like a lot of story beats. They ensue. Like, woo, yeah, the story sure be storying. And then at the end, you know, Fujin and Aang work together with Raiden, and with one mighty punch, they punch them and it separates them. The thing is, Azula ends up in the Mortal Kombat world, and Shao Kahn ends up in the Avatar world. And that's where it ends. And then from there, you have two spin off movies from there where they deal with that.
So Angus going to die.
No, there is no killing. It's all PG 13.
God damn it.
We want this to be good because we want to bring in a new audience for the kids. This is not no. This is not Mortal Kombat versus DC the video game. Shut the hell up.
Alright, got you. Okay. But they're so similar. I mean, just like Sonic 4.
No, MK versus DC was horrible.
Yeah, but that's because they neutered the MK part of it.
What are you talking about? It was fun. I love Kano's attack, fatality where he steps on you really, really hard.
It's because they didn't want to see Superman's head get cut off and limbs and I don't know.
Exactly. Think of the children, man.
So, Bryce, you have a choice to boost or attack. What you're gonna do? Reminder: you can only pick one and one alone. And if you defer into the other one, we will stop you, and we will stop you right there. And whatever you will be relieved of all your time, and that will be that. So, what you're gonna do?
I think I'll tear down.
All right. All right, go ahead. Tear down. You have 1 minute.
Oh.
Huh?
Hold on.
You have 1 minute to tear down his argument. Remember, you cannot boost your argument. Wait till miss.
Okay. Oh, that's 1 hour.
Huh?
Ooh, that would have been a boo boo. I had it set to 1 hour.
No, we're not doing 1 hour. We don't got that time.
Please, please, Lord, no.
No, please, God.
I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta go to work too.
Okay.
I'm
And
Moving.
go.
So why his movie would be a bad idea? There's just issues with the power scaling, like I mentioned before. Same like with the death battle. Mortal Kombat characters operate in a universe where gods with reality-breaking fatalities, extreme gore are the norm, whereas in Avatar, Last Airbender, it keeps to the martial arts and elemental building grounded in strategy and philosophy rather than brutality. Some of the matchups would seem heavily weighed in favor of the Mortal Kombat characters. Um, and it just doesn't seem like a good matchup there. The clashing tones of Mortal Kombat and this, the Airbender, the just different worlds, different tones that just kind of clash. It's dark and violent in Mortal Kombat, whereas Avatar is more balance, wisdom, survival,
Stop.
philosophy.
All right, stop. Loveless, what do you want to do?
I would like to boost mine.
All right, reminder, same rules apply to you. If we hear any indication of you attacking this argument, we will shut your argument down, and from that point, all we'll hear is what you said to that point. You understand this?
Understood.
All right, Mist, 1 minute.
Go.
All right, so I want to spend this time. I want to elaborate on the whole rage system with that because the whole thing is because of Shao Kahn's inherent bloodlust combined with Azula's need for power. It creates this kind of imbalance within the worlds. So because of that, the rage that builds fluctuates. Because of this fluctuation, this allows some people to end up being stronger because they gain mystical power. Because of the combined might of Shao Kahn with spirit energy stuff from Azula, because remember they were both blasted as they got into a portal. That sounds wild out of context. But the whole point is that, it fluctuates. So at one point, let's say Liu Kang can beat freaking Suki. But at another point, because the powers fluctuate, Suki would be able to beat Liu Kang.
Oh, stop.
Ah. All right. Rob, who you throwing?
You muted, brother.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed it. Kind of pickle on this one.
All right.
It's on the other hand, I do like the whole, the Alien versus Predator type theme movie. But I also love Loveless's story about cross generations, with the two not generations, but the two what I'm trying to say here, with the MK side and the Avatar side kind of crosses over, and both bosses kind of crosses over to create some sort of chaos. I know Reg was trying to attack that into saying that really don't really work. It won't work out just because of the unbalanced. But I have seen crossovers work in a way that it's awesome. I mean, you have, Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. You also have Batman in the Ninja Turtles world.
Fair.
I mean, it will work. And if they design the movie the way that, I can see it happening. And I really liked what Loveless was really trying to pinpoint there. But I also know that Briggs was also trying to create a good action movie to where you can have more sequels. Loveless was doing the same thing because the way he had ended, you could have two parters. I mean, you could have another movie and then you have another movie that are two separate from each other from that one movie. So there's a good opportunities there as well for future movies and future spin-offs and stuff. So I think I'm going to go with Loveless on this one.
All right. Miss?
I'm gonna make this very quick. You had me at Azula Khan. I love that. Like, I know I'm not showing my face, but when you said Azula Khan, my eyes opened wide. Like, holy crap, that would actually work because in Avatar, that her being a ruler was her goal. And so for her to be Azula Khan, would work thematically. So I'm going with Loveless.
Hey,
Well, it doesn't matter what I think because it's all.
don't say that, brother. It always matters what you think.
No,
Exactly.
doesn't
It
matter
always
voting.
matters,
It doesn't
Mac.
matter, but
Unless it's against me. In that case, shut the fuck up. But
well, you want to know? Fuck you. It's against you. I'm going for Bryce. I will not. I will not go quietly in mine. I will not go without a fight.
you
Anyway,
would not pass go. You would not collect $200.
I will collect I will collect my $100, and you go fuck yourself.
Okay, but
Bryce,
for the sake of argument, what would you have chosen?
huh?
For the sake of argument, what would you have chosen?
I would have, in all honesty, I like Bryce's, but I would have chosen Loveless because it seems like the film that I would want to see, even though it's weirded out. And Bryce is correct. While he is correct, his outbalance is still seems like a great film because, and you're like you said, Azula Khan would work because she wanted to be ruler of the Fire Nation. She wanted her father to really recognize her, and her brother is literally the one that's over the kingdom, which pisses her off. Now she gets to really rule over a kingdom, which is pretty cool. I like the swap. I do like Bryce's. It is very, very well done. I would watch both of these damn films, but I would literally see Loveless more. So, there.
Also, who wouldn't want to see a Zuko Liu Kang encounter?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Yes,
Who
I
doesn't?
would.
Who do not want to see?
I would see that.
I mean,
I didn't even think about that, and I'd love to see it.
yeah. I mean, we all want to see Robin. We all want to see Robin. Robin. No, not Robin. He ain't gonna be in that, right?
Robin.
Huh?
Right.
Did you say Robin?
Yeah, Robin. What's his name?
Oh, the actor?
The actor.
Oh, Robin Shaw.
Robin Shaw.
Oh,
And
Robert Shaw.
Robin Shaw, and we also want to see Rufio in the same film.
Oh, hold on. Rewind that clock like 20 years because they're both like 50 and up. I don't think we want to see that now.
What? Not
Unless you're just talking about the voices.
Yeah, the voices. No, Rufio's
Oh, okay,
older
because-
now. He can be
because-
Zuko.
Yeah, it's having.
Yeah,
it's
but
Avatar. It's gonna be.
I
animated.
don't want to see an old Zuko and an old Liu Kang going at this.
That is true. Hey, he was in. Nah, never mind. I'll let it. You know what? Fuck it. I still want to see this. It'll be fun. Stupid fun.
And also because Mortal Kombat does use elements, not to the same degree as Avatar, but they do use elements. It would work.
They do.
So why is this called Heat?
Because you would have Katara with Sub.
Yeah, but also for joke's sakes, yes, it would be DC versus Mortal Kombat. It was eerily similar. It's eerily similar. But yeah. So, sadly, I guess Loveless is the new champion.
Hooray! Join me on this pedestal I've held for 3 years.
Hell yeah! And all I needed to do is get Mac out of the way and retire.
Well,
Well, if we're gonna flex, I didn't have to do that and held it for 3 years.
yeah, I retired because, look, I got tired of doing this shit. I got tired of arguing.
Mac, you have been asked a question multiple times
Yes,
in chat.
you have been.
Okay, so
Why
the
is
reason
this called Heatwave?
Okay, the reason this particular episode is called Heatwave is because SummerSlam is in summer. WWE SummerSlam has always been SummerSlam 2020. So I wanted to name something Heatwave. Heatwave is literally the SummerSlam version of Game of Grudge. So there we go. That's why it's called Heatwave. Because I couldn't use SummerSlam because SummerSlam
Well,
is...
there's 2 clarifications you need to make there. One, I was the one who came up with Heatwave last year.
Yeah, you did came up with Heatwave. Yeah.
Second, it's not summer, bruh. We're still in spring.
It's almost
I mean,
summer.
in
We're
Texas,
about
it might as
there.
well be
We're
summer.
about there.
I
goddamn.
mean,
We
if you
about
live
there.
in Texas,
When you
which
live
I
in South
do,
Carolina,
it's hot.
it's hot. Yeah.
So right now it's heat wave where I live.
Look,
Yeah,
just
but- yeah,
because
50
some
degrees and
people
raining
live,
where I'm at.
just
Like,
because
nah,
some,
it's
Oh
hot as hell
yeah,
out here.
it's currently we got some rain coming, but it's been hot.
I
in
don't know.
Texas.
I don't know
We've
what
been like triple digits this week.
I don't know what you do in the Northwest, people. What you
Or West Coast.
Hey,
you Westerners do call summer, but what we call summer starts in May. When May hit, it's hot.
So
Yeah, I do
so,
forget you guys operate like a month earlier than we do.
Oh, we do.
So
Yeah.
so
Have you
Chris
ever-
wants someone to suck his toes.
Have you ever?
Don't worry,
just
I'm on it. I
pick
get
up.
a raise.
No. Have you ever been in the South and you ever walked barefoot, in May, on asphalt? Burns, isn't it?
Yeah, unless I soak that thing in water first.
Oh, are we about to have a Civil War, North versus South weather battle?
No.
Yes.
Bro, I'm tired. Come on.
You got a you're outnumbered and outclassed. There's 3 of us and 2 of y'all.
No, I'm a northerner. So there's 3 versus 3.
Who's the third?
Yeah, I'm in the South, so
Scott, Chris, and me.
They're not here.
It's like they can't help you.
Hey, Chris, I sent you that link.
No,
You
damn
gotta jump in here.
hey, yes, Chris, you're right. We don't see much winter.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh
We
my
don't. We
gosh.
don't. Yeah, we don't.
My gosh, when we do, it's insane.
Yeah.
Y'all lose your minds. You
No,
guys lose your
everything-
minds over powdered sugar.
No. When it
We
comes
can't
to
drive
snow
in the-
here,
in the
if we
snow.
get like a dusting, we go crazy. So. It's weird. All right. Well. All right. That's why we call it heat wave. There you go. All right. So, Loveless, you are the new Gamer Grudge champion.
GG, partner.
UG. Yeah.
GG's,
Thank
brother,
you.
man.
Yeah. Well, that's good for you. Good for you.
That's good for you.
Good for you. You fool! I've been planning this the whole time! Nah, I just playing with you. You thought I was gonna come back. Y'all really thought I was gonna come back?
I
Crazy.
love the fact that your mic cut out because you're speaking. So it's just silent while you're just losing your mind in the corner.
Okay, so when are we gonna make a Mount Rushmore? A GF1 Gamer Grudge Mount Rushmore.
Well,
Be kind of cool.
here's the thing. I feel like
So did anybody catch that?
I didn't hear a single
I
goddamn
should be
thing
on
you
the
said.
Rushmore. I feel like I should be on the Rushmore. That's me.
He was saying that he should be on Mount Rushmore.
Wait, Mac, what did you say before all of that?
I was saying it should be me on the I should be on the Rushmore. I should be on one of the faces. I should be on
Oh
it.
gosh. Oh gosh, Chris. You're saying I should be on it. I was a champ once. Just get my wiener right.
No, I mean I legit have the most. I
It should
retired.
be on stolen land.
Here's the thing: if we are tallying up wins, I have the most wins and I have the most losses on Game
Mac,
of Thrones.
there's 4 positions. You can be on it.
Okay, cool. I'm on Mount Rushmore, baby! Yay!
You don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on it. I want to be it. Like all of it.
Every face is me. Mac. No, I'm just playing. No, I don't care about that. But yeah, we will. We
3 to 4 faces.
You know what? And you want to know something? We'll do a Mount Rushmore of Gamer Grudge on the GF1 podcast.
Really want to
Beautiful.
go there?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Content. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Chris wants to be the only white guy on it.
Or we could just do a Mount Rushmore for different things. Actually, that's not a bad idea for a second.
Well, I mean, that is the current trend, is the Mount Rushmore
Yeah,
of
we
Blinky
could do
Blink.
it. We could. So, guys, look forward to that. We're gonna do an episode of Mount Rushmore stuff. Get ready. That's not a bad idea. Damn it.
Uh-huh. So
Miss, you're a
that means
genius.
I'm the other three faces on Mount Rushmore.
Miss, you're a genius. I gotta give it to you. So thank you for that
Yeah,
idea.
you've earned yourself at least 2 hits.
Look. I'm not saying that.
You can
I'm-
just
I-
put
look,
me
I-
like standing on top of the Mount Rushmore, like I'm like
No.
a tourist, just kind of like looking at it.
Scott is.
I want to
like-
be the first.
One day
preventable
I'll
death.
be there.
No, Chris is literally in the middle, right there, and you just gotta get You gotta get your telescope to look at it. You're like, oh, there it is.
Like I want to be when someone goes hiking, they find my skeleton. I want to be like the first
Mick
to
missed me and other missed and another missed.
So 2 miss. Gotcha.
Well, yeah. But anyway, I would look, guys. Loveless, what you got, plug? You're the winner today. You're the champion.
Yeah, plug those Tetris butt plugs.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Dang, you gosh dang right. Well, you can follow me over at the Loveless Gamer on Twitch and YouTube. Currently on break because I'm moving like tomorrow. So that's fun. But as soon as we finish that, I'll be back on doing the normal stuff. You can also follow me at Unique Loveless G on Twitter, Instagram, and all that other stuff.
All right. Bryce, so far you're coming back. You're coming back for that championship, aren't you?
Of course.
Don't worry, you'll
Of course.
eventually get it.
With one time, that's all I need, and then you guys will never see me again.
Well,
I'm just playing. All right, so is it plug time?
yeah, it's play time. Go ahead, man.
Okay, I'm Big BS. You can find me on pretty much everything as Big BS. Check me out streaming on Twitch and YouTube. YouTube channel, I'm putting up some Big B's library where I go through retro games guides and graphic novels, collector books. You can check me out on the domain Gaming Pop Culture and Entertainment. This logo on my hat right here. Find us on YouTube and all the others as well. We do weekly content, or a few times a week. We have a bunch of different guys putting up stuff there. And check me out on the Next Level podcast. And I will be at Indie PopCon. We'll be doing our podcast live at the live podcaster booth here at the I think the last weekend of June here in Indianapolis, if you're in the area. So check me out, Big BS domain.
All right. Rob, what you got plug? What you got your plug?
You can find me on everything with Razor Rob TV. I do stream on Twitch. Pretty much it's been, I don't have a set schedule yet, but that is coming. But I've been streaming like once or twice every other week, it seems like. But I'm trying to get to where I'm set on maybe Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. I haven't decided yet, but follow me on Twitch. Razor Rob TV. I'm on X, Razor Rob TV. Everything else. YouTube, it's kind of hard to find me, but I got no content on YouTube yet. So if you want to find me on YouTube and hit me a follow, you can. But right now, there's no content to watch. But that's all my plugs.
All right. And the lovely Miss.
You can find me at Geofun Studios, or where I'm primarily at, DTH Games, where we stream as of now Monday and Tuesday. Except for this upcoming Tuesday. And hopefully that'll be the last Tuesday we miss. Just saying. Also, if you want a good laugh at our content, please look up our social media, especially YouTube, where we have shorts where you can see Chris lose his ever-loving mind over Sonic Frontiers. And I mean that. He really loses it. And one of those episodes, he has COVID and loses it.
Watch this criminal.
What the hell?
I was loading up YouTube.
Okay.
I was going to see if I
Oh
actually
yeah,
saw
I
those
did
or
put
not.
put the birthday mode short in chat.
All right. Guys, you don't know who I am. I'm Matt Pohl. Thank you for joining us for season 16 of Gamer Grudge. This has been an awesome season, full of surprises. 3 straight PvP rounds. That is unheard of. But we have a new champion, Loveless. He will definitely have to defend that championship in Gamermania next year. Yes, Gamermania 2 will be next December. He will defend his title in Gamermania 2. I finally get to say 2. So Gamermania 2. You're going to defend it in Gamer.
It's like Sonic Mania, but bloodier.
Yes, but bloodier. Gamermania, the sequel.
I thought it was WrestleMania that
Nah,
he
it's
was going
Gamermania.
with.
No, it is.
It is. Yeah. So
Gamer Mania. I always been a Gamer Mania. I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, I like the Game of Mania.
Gamermania, yeah, Gamermania, and also, we're going to talk about Sonic 4 in Gamermania. So get ready.
Talk about Sonic Mania more, dude. Like, and that's gonna be exciting.
Also, don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna set up a matchup as one of the matchups in Gamermania, so you'll get a warm up round against Eric in a Sonic fight. We'll get you in a Sonic fight, and for Gamermania before it'll be you versus Eric in a Sonic matchup on a Saturday. So don't worry. It's gonna be Saturday Night Heat. Saturday Night Gamermania in December! So get ready for that. Also, make sure you stop by and watch the podcast this Saturday. We are legit talking about our most hated character, and we're just going to talk about it and then vote about it. It's going to be fun. Get ready for that. And also, I want to make a preview to what we're doing next month for the podcast. Next month for the podcast, people. Still working on it. We are going to be doing a movie version. Well, we're going to do a character-driven Dungeons and Dragons. I cannot wait. We're going to be doing our own adventure in Dungeons and Dragons. We may not even do the whole beginning shtick. We're just going to get right to it. I can't wait. That's going to be fun. So get ready for that. Also, guys, just like Bryce is going to be in... going to be doing his con. We also have a con. So if you like Gamer Grudge, and you want to see Mac live, you want to see Franny live, you want to see Chris live, you want to see Scott live, you want to see Trill live, you want to see everybody, the whole crew live. Stop by Anime Midwest at the Don Stevens Convention Center. I don't know the room yet. But make sure you stop by to come see us. Come say hi. If you got a pie, go throw it in my face. I don't give a fuck. Do what you have to do to say what you want to say. Throw a pie, throw a pillow, say, Mac, fuck you, eat shit, whatever. Go talk shit to me, whatever. Give me a hug. If you want to give me a hug, you can give me a hug. If you want to say hi, say hi. But stop by, watch the show. We are going to be doing a live Gamer Grudge and a live anime Urami, which is we do once a year. So anime Urami, which we're making a once a year type of year. So stop by. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk junk. And also we might be doing a podcast live. I don't know, but we'll see. But it's gonna be all fun. It's gonna be all fun, all great. I hope y'all enjoy that. But guys, thank you for this season. We will see you back in August for the next season of Gamer Grudge. But until then, people, the heat wave has ended. We hope you stay cool. We'll see you next time in December in the cold. Bye-bye!